All right, looks like we are on. All right, hi everybody. I want to welcome you guys to the training webinar for today. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. I've been getting ready and being nervous and preparing and making slides and everything because today I want to serve you and I want to do it at my best level. So I've been preparing. I hope that you were prepared as well. I gave you guys some videos to watch ahead of time, and I hope you had a chance to watch those, and I hope it got you excited for what we're going to be talking about today. Now, we got a lot of people logging in right now, and we'll officially start here in about a minute or two when everybody gets on, but I just wanted to jump on real quick and say hi to everybody. This video is not going to be here the whole time. I wanted to kind of intro myself to you personally. I hate jumping on just seeing slides and you don't really connect with the person, so I want to connect with you guys and just say hello, and I'm so excited to have you guys here. This training is going to be a lot of fun. I have put tons of time and effort into it. Some of you guys are going to be asking, like, how long should I be planning for? I would block out at least 90 minutes because we got so much cool stuff to cover. I don't want to cut anything out. And so if you have something coming up, like I would get out your phone real quick and text like a babysitter, say, hey, I need you to stay a little bit longer. Or if you got a spouse, say, I'm going to be home a little bit late today. Or if you're at work, just tell your boss you need an extended lunch break or whatever it is, but just make sure you don't miss any of this. I've been putting in tons of effort into this to help serve you, and I want to make sure you don't miss out on any of it. Okay, does that sound fair? All right, cool. And also, while we're kind of going through this presentation, it's going to be very interactive. I'm going to be asking you guys questions and love for your responses. I wish we could just sit here and talk personally, and I could just have you tell me directly, but I can't, obviously. So there's a chat box somewhere here. You should be able to chat, and we can kind of talk. I know that there is limit restrictions when there's more than a couple thousand people online, that too many people can't chat. So if for some reason you're not able to chat, I'm still going to be participating, and the more full out you can play, the more successful and the more value you'll get from this. Okay, I always tell people that I've got some high-end coaching programs. I have a $25,000 and $100,000 coaching program, and people pay that. They come here to my office. They sit here, same room that you're in right now with me, and we talk. And obviously you guys didn't pay to be on this training, but I want you to treat it as if you did, because if you do, you're gonna get so much more value. Pretend like you just paid me $25,000 or $100,000, and you're here to pick my brains and to get the best that I have and to give it to you. Because that's how I'm treating this, and I hope that you treat it that way as well. If you do, you'll get so much more value out of it. So with that said, this is what we're going to be talking about today. You kind of see above the title. It's called My 3 Secret Funnels. Now, my company, I think right now we have about 27 different sales funnels that are active. We have a couple new ones coming up live, so anyway, but right now about 27 that are active. But there's 3 types of funnels that drive the majority of my business. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you guys see them. I'm just going to open them up and here they are. Okay, so you don't have to guess or wonder. I'm just going to show them to you guys tonight. Which will be a lot of fun. So if you guys want to see my funnels, let me know. Okay, I want to know over here in the chat box. All right, cool. Looks like you guys are interested in knowing. So I will show you guys behind the scenes of my funnels. Okay, I don't know anybody else that really does that, but I'm just going to open it up and show you guys everything, which will be a lot of fun. So that's going to be kind of the first thing. Now, these are the 3 funnels. Okay, the first funnel is my book funnel. So I'm curious right now who are on the line. How many of you guys are either authors or you would like to be an author? Okay, or you got a book or something, or selling information products. If you are an author, you want to be an author, If you're an author or you want to be an author, and especially if you have the chat box, let me know so I can see that. If not, then just yell out, yes, I'm an author, and that'd be cool too. So recently, I launched my book. It's called .com Secrets. And we actually, if you don't have a copy yet, it's free. Go to .comsecretsbook.com, and you can get this for free. But the book funnel, basically when we launched this book, I wanted to get on all the bestseller lists, and so we launched it. And I spent a lot of time developing this funnel, and I ended up selling 26,187 books in less than 30 days through this book funnel. And we tested this thing like crazy, so it works. Since then, I've had a chance to use it on a whole bunch of other people. You'll see here in a minute. And at the end of the presentation, for those who stay for the entire 90 minutes, at the end of this, I'm going to give you my book funnel. So if you're selling a book, you can just plug it in, and boom, you've got my book funnel live, and you can do it, okay? The second funnel I'm going to show you guys is my high-ticket funnel. Okay, I just mentioned I got a high-ticket coaching program. We sell $25,000 to $100,000 coaching programs, and it works like magic. Okay, if you're selling any kind of coaching, consulting, anything like that, and it actually works really good for local services as well, you're going to want this book funnel, or excuse me, the high-ticket funnel. So those who stay till the end, I will give you my high-ticket funnel as well. Is that cool? You guys want the high-ticket funnel? Okay, this averages right now about 12 new high-ticket clients per month for me, okay, which is a nice side income stream, okay? It's pretty awesome. So I'll give you a high-ticket funnel. And the last one I want to show you guys is this. We actually sold this company, but this was my supplement company. Sold Nursel, OmegaCell. When I had this company, we were averaging about 368 bottles of supplements per day through the sales funnel. And I'm actually about to launch one of my new supplements called Ignite. I'm using that exact same funnel for this supplement. And so if any of you guys are selling supplements or e-commerce products, this supplement funnel works like magic. So I'll give you that as well. But you've got to stay till the end, okay? So I need you guys' commitment. You're going to say, Russell, first off, you commit to me. You're going to go full out, and you're going to give me like your book funnel, high ticket funnel, supplement funnel. And I just need you guys to show up, participate, focus, get your phone, turn it off, okay? Close down Skype, log out of Facebook, because I need your attention for the next 90 minutes. If you give me that, I promise I will over-deliver. I'll give you everything you guys need to go from wherever you're at today to where you want to be. And that's kind of the game plan. Does that sound fair? All right, cool. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to switch off this camera so you don't have to see me jumping around all excited. You'll still hear me because I am excited. But I'm going to shift this off, switch over to my slides, and we are going to dive into the content. You guys ready for that? All right, let's go. So the title of this presentation today is called My Weird Niche Funnel. It's currently making me on average over $17,947 per day. How many of you guys want to see behind the scenes of this funnel right here? All right, most of you guys do. Cool. Well, I am going to show you behind the scenes of this funnel. We actually just recently sold this this company, which was kind of fun. And but I'm still going to show you guys behind the scenes of this funnel. And we have a couple new funnels coming out, which are actually rivaling, and some of them are actually doing better than this, which is kind of cool. But obviously, it doesn't really matter for you, right? It doesn't really matter what Russell's doing. What's more importantly for you guys is the second piece here, which is kind of cool. Is after I show you guys this funnel and a bunch of other really cool funnels, I'm also then going to show you guys how to ethically knock it off in less than 10 minutes. How many of you guys want to learn how to ethically knock off all of my funnels in less than 10 minutes? All right, cool. Now, I want to stress that if you notice here, I put the word ethically super big and in bold. And the reason is because there's a right way and a wrong way to do this. And I want you guys focusing on the right way. And so before I can proceed, I need you guys all to make me a promise. Can you promise me that after I show you these funnel hacking skills, that you will not use these powers for evil? How many of you guys can promise me that right now? All right, we got some promises. Good. We got a pinky swear. You can't break a pinky swear. That's perfect. All right, a lot of promises coming in. Cool. Now, obviously, I'm kind of joking about this, but at the same time, I'm not. Like, the stuff I'm going to be showing you guys during this presentation is really powerful. You could literally go to any one of my funnels or any of the people that you follow or any of your competitors' funnels, and you could pretty much knock them off in a very short period of time. That's not what this is about. This is about doing it ethically in a cool way that provides value to the entire marketplace, and it's really cool when you do it the right way. So that's what we're going to be covering today. Now, really quick before I jump in this, I need to share this. This is my earnings disclaimer. This is my lawyer, and yes, he does play one on TV as well. He makes me say this, and I think that all of you guys are intelligent enough to understand this, but by watching this webinar, you are not going to magically start making $17,947 per day. Pretty sure you knew that, right? In fact, when I got started online, I had no desire to make anything near that. In fact, that number wasn't even in my thought process. All I wanted to do when I got started online was to cover some bills. Okay, I was a student. I just gotten married. I wanted to cover my rent payment and my car payment. So I jumped online, like a lot of you guys probably did, trying to figure out how can I cover some of these bills. And that's when I discovered internet marketing and everything that we're going to be talking about today. And it was so exciting for me. I remember initially listening in on a phone call, and there was this guy talking about his internet business, and he said that he was an internet millionaire. I remember hearing that thinking, man, I want to be a millionaire. How cool would that be to be a millionaire, right? And so I wrote down a piece of paper, I want to be a millionaire. And then I started thinking, you know what, I'm a college kid. I'm a wrestler. I'm barely graduating. Probably not realistic to me, right? But I thought, what if it was? Let's just, I'm gonna hang up my skepticism on the wall for a minute and just let me just pretend like it would be real. Like, what would it take for me to be a millionaire, to make $1 million in a year? So I wrote down $1 million. I divided that by 365, and I came up with my favorite number. This is my favorite number in the whole world, $2,739.73 a day. If you make that much every single day for an entire year, you become a millionaire, which is kind of cool, right? And so for me, I started creating these little sales funnels, and we're going to talk a lot about sales funnels, but I started creating these little sales funnels and putting them out there to see if I can make some money every single day. And I had some that just completely flopped and didn't make me even a penny, right? I had others that make me, $5 or $10 a day, and then I had some that made me a lot more. And so, but every time I made a new sales funnel, my goal was to get closer and closer to that magic number. Because when I hit that much every single day for a year, I'd be a millionaire, and that was my goal. Okay, and currently in my companies right now, we have 27 active sales funnels. And each of them is making anywhere from $20 a day up to the big one I'm going to show you guys here in a minute that before we sold the company was making on average $17,947 per day. So you guys excited to see behind the scenes of some of these things? I'm so excited to show them to you. This is so much fun for me. All right, so my goal is a couple things. First off, if you guys already have a business, how many of you guys around right now already have your own business? Okay, cool. A lot of business owners. So if you guys already have your own business, then my goal is during this presentation is going to show you how to take that business and dramatically scale it up. Okay, we do that through this funnel hacks process. It's how I took my company and tons of other people's companies from 6 figures to 7, from 7 to 8 and beyond. Okay, so if you already have a business, that's what we're going to be showing you guys, how to dramatically scale your business with funnel hacking. Okay, now if you don't have a business yet, how many of you guys are on right now are in startup mode? You are brand new business owners, you're a startup, and you're just kind of putting all the pieces together right now. Cool. So if you don't have a business yet or you're a startup, that's completely fine as well. I'm going to show you how to use this funnel hacking process so that it's not going to take you a year or 2 years or longer to get to break even and to be profitable. I'm going to show you guys how this funnel hacking process can make you successful and profitable on the very first funnel, the very first day you launch one, which is exciting. Cool. All right. Now I got one last bribe to make sure you stay until the end. And this is something that you guys are going to love. When you stay until the end, I'm going to give you guys 3 of my best-selling funnels. Okay, I asked you guys earlier, but for those who are just getting on right now, how many of you guys are authors or you want to be an author? Okay, all right, we got a lot of authors here. So if you're an author, you want to be an author, this book funnel is my book funnel. Okay, I wanted to be a best-selling author. I spent months figuring out how to do that. We created this funnel, we launched it, and this funnel sold over 26,000 copies of my book in less than 30 days. Now, how many of you guys want that book funnel for free? All right, cool. So that's going to be one of my gifts. This is my supplement funnel, okay, that currently sells over 368 bottles of my supplements every single day. How many of you guys want that funnel? Okay, and I mentioned before that if you don't have a supplement, maybe you're into e-commerce, maybe you sell things on Amazon. Supplement funnel works magic for e-commerce products, okay? How many of you guys want my high-ticket funnel? Okay, so these 3 funnels, you guys, these funnels drive the majority of the money and the profit of my businesses. I've spent millions of dollars designing, developing, testing, and tweaking and trying them. But I'm going to bribe you guys because I want you guys to be on this training. I want you guys to stay till the end because I know that it's important for you to be on this. And so I'm going to give you guys an irresistible offer to stay till the end. That means now is the time to start texting your spouse and saying, I'm not coming home right now. It's time to start, email your boss and tell them you quit or that you're taking an extended lunch break or find a babysitter real quick. Whatever it is, I don't care, but do not miss the rest of this training. Does that make sense, you guys? Okay, this bonus offer is too good for you to miss out on. I try to make an irresistible offer for your attention. I know that our attention is the most precious commodity we have, and I'm asking you for about 90 minutes of your time. And so in exchange for that, I'm going to give you something that's I've spent over $1 million developing. Does that sound like a fair trade? All right, cool. So that is the game plan, you guys. So let's jump right into this. So first off, what is a funnel? And Russell, do I need one for my company? People always ask me that. It makes me laugh. 10 years ago when I got started, people always asked me, Russell, do I need a website for my business? Okay. Today we all know we need a website, right? And a website, websites used to be good. I tell people all the time that, that when I got started, websites is how we made money. But since there's been so many people jumping on, websites are all over the place and they're more and more competitive and it's getting harder and harder and harder to make money with a website. Do you guys agree? Okay, it's tough. And so what do you do? Okay, how do you get these websites that used to make us money profitable again? Well, for me, we started transitioning our websites from typical websites into what we call sales funnels. I'm going to walk you guys through that process here during this training, but that is what it is. And just like if you would ask me 10 years ago, do I need a website? And you ask me today, do I need a funnel? The answer, of course, is yes. Okay, if your company needs customers, you need a funnel. If your company needs leads, you need a funnel. If your company sells a product, you need a funnel. Okay, if your company doesn't do those, you probably don't need one. But if you don't do any of those, you probably don't have a company. So yes, you need a funnel. So I'm going to walk you guys through this process and you're going to see exactly why this is so important. Cool? Now, for those of you guys who have no idea who I am, my name is Russell Brunson. That's a video of me right here with Tony Robbins. And recently I had a chance to actually fly out and help Tony build his new book funnel inside of a software program that we developed called ClickFunnels. I'm going to talk more about that later on, but just to kind of put in perspective so you know that I know what I'm talking about, I've been building successful sales funnels for myself for over a decade, and then most recently in the last year or so, I had a chance to build them for some of the most fascinating, most amazing people in the world, like Tony. And Tony had launched this book, Money, Master the Game, earlier this year and became a New York Times best-selling author, and I came back to him and said, Tony, it was amazing what you did, but we've got some tools and some technology to help make your book funnel even better. I'd love to show them to you and love to help you kind of rebuild out your book funnel. And I was so excited to show him and to work with him. And he luckily allowed us to. We came out there and kind of helped rebuild his book funnel, Money, Master the Game, inside of ClickFunnels. And so that's just kind of a little bit about who I am. I've had a chance to build sales funnels for a long time, and I'm just so grateful today to share with you guys some of the cool stuff that we've learned. And as you know, I'm just going to give you guys some of our sales funnels so you can plug in your products, your services, and have a ton of fun with them. All right? Okay, so I want to take a second right now and show you one of my very first websites. I'm a little nervous to even show you this. It's kind of embarrassing. But one of my very first websites I ever created was a website called howtomakaepotatogun.com. Now, I'm from Boise, Idaho, and one of the things we know how to do for fun is make potato guns, right? And so this was one of my very first little sales funnels I ever put out there. And I say funnels kind of almost as a joke because all it was a page like this with a button that they could then buy the DVD. That was it, right? But that's what I had, and that was my very first website, and I was selling it. I was making some money with that. And I wasn't making millions, but I was making $5 or $10 a day with this little potato gun DVD, which was so exciting, right? And then one day, one of my friends called me up, and he kind of had a similar business to me. He was creating little information products like this and selling them. And he said, "Russell, I figured out a way to double your business." Now, when anyone tells me something like that, I listen, right? I said, "Okay, well, what do I do?" And he said, "Look, I went back to all my little websites, and I started doing the coolest thing." He said, "I started adding upsells." And he called them OTOs, one-time offer. He said, what I did is every single person who bought my first product, I would then offer them a special one-time offer where they could buy a more expensive, upgraded version of that product. And he said the coolest thing is about 20 to 30% of the people who bought the first thing are buying the second thing. And I thought, man, that is one of the coolest things in the world. I said, do you think that'll work with my websites? He's like, I know it will. You should go try it. So I went back to my potato gun website, and we added a very simple upsell. And look how fancy it was. We had a headline that said, wait, customize your order. There's a video of us upselling like a physical thing that went with our potato guns with an add to cart button. And sure enough, just like he said, by adding this one little page and making this into like kind of like a funnel, we more than doubled our business from this little website. And I got so excited. I went back to all my little websites and I started adding these little upsells to all of them because I literally doubled my business by adding one page and turning this from a website into a funnel. Is that crazy? I was thinking about in the typical world, like if I wanted to double my income, what would I have to do? If I was a doctor, I'd have to go back to 10 more years of medical school, right? I still wouldn't double my income. If I was, any other profession in the world, if you want to double your income, it's not even realistic. Whereas all I had to do is I added this stupid little page, one simple page to my website, and transform it from website to a funnel. I doubled my income. Now, for me, I became obsessed with this. Like, well, if I can make one tweak and double my income, what else can I do? Can I add a downsell? Can I add an exit pop? Like, what other things can I do? And we started testing all sorts of things, trying to figure out what was the best way to take these websites and make the most amount of money possible. Now, after 10 years of doing this, you guys, I have discovered the hard way. Okay, and I'm going to show you the hard way here in a second. And I think you're going to be like, wow, that is really hard, Russell. But that's the way we had to do it for over a decade. But then after I show you guys the hard way, then you guys have a really cool chance because you're here today. I'm then going to give you the ability to cheat and just get it the easy way. How many of you guys want it the easy way? All right, cool. It's like most of you guys want the easy way. All right, cool. Well, first, let me show you the hard way. So this is the hard way. This is how we have been building sales funnels for the last 10 years. Okay, can you guys see this picture right here? So these 8 pages right there on the wall, those 8 pages are pictures of my supplement funnel. This is the funnel right here. It's making over $17,000 per day. Can you guys all see that? All right, cool. So this funnel, when we first had the idea for it, I went and I created a supplement. They shipped it to a warehouse. It was sitting in a warehouse. I said, okay, now we got to build a sales funnel for this thing, right? So we went out there and we started going through the process. And step number 1, which is my favorite step, is I had to design the funnel. So I mapped it out like, here's the sales page, and here's the upsell, and the price points, and the downsell. I kind of mapped out what that sales funnel was going to look like. That was step number 1. Step number 2, I had to get somebody to write the copy, the sales letters to go on all these pages, okay? Now, I didn't want to write the copy for this. I didn't know anything about the supplement really other than we knew it worked. And so I hired a really good copywriter to write the sales letter, and he charged me $20,000 to write the copy for all the pages and the videos for this product, right? Then I hired a designer to take these sales letters and design them and make them look nice, make them look like these pages you can see right here, okay? Then after the designer was done, then I hire a website designer to take these images and put them online so they were actually websites. But then I had a website, but people couldn't buy. So then I had to hire a programmer to connect the shopping cart and the autoresponders and more. And then I had to hire an analytics person to set up split testing. So when all was said and done, my upfront cost for this funnel, these 8 pages, you guys, was $29,000. Is that crazy? Like you could buy a brand new car for $29,000, but that's what it took me just to get this one funnel built. But that wasn't the worst part for me because I kind of knew what the costs were going to be. The worst thing for me was the fact that we had our supplement sitting in a warehouse for 8 weeks. 8 weeks gathering dust while we were building this thing out. It took forever. Okay, now, if you've ever struggled online in the past, it's probably because that is the process that most of us had to go through to build a funnel. Okay, it's hard, it's expensive, it takes forever. Now, I told you before that because you guys are here, you're going to be able to cheat and not have to do it the hard way. So I'm going to show you guys the easy way, okay? And I'm going to do that through this process that we call funnel hacks. You guys ready for this? Okay, now these are the 3 secrets of funnel hacking. And if you got a pad of paper, now is the time to take it out and start taking notes, okay? So secret number 1, I call funnel hacking. I'm going to show you guys how to ethically steal over $1 million worth of funnel hacks from your competitors for under $100. How many of you guys want to learn how to do that? Okay, yeah. This one is one of my favorites. You guys are going to go crazy when you see that. Okay, so that's secret number 1. Secret number 2, I call funnel cloning. So then I'm going to show you guys how to clone their proven funnel inside of ClickFunnels in less than 10 minutes. And then secret number 3, and this is because people say, well, now I've got a funnel, Russell, but how do I get people to actually show up to my funnel? So I'm going to show you guys my number 1 traffic hack. I'm going to show you how to get the exact same customers who are currently going to your competitors' funnels start coming to your funnels instead. How many of you guys want to learn that one there? All right, cool. It's so much easier than you think. You guys are going to love it. All right, let's jump right in. So secret number 1, funnel hacking. How to ethically steal over $1 million worth of funnel hacks from your competitors for under $100. Now, to understand this, you got to learn something I learned from Tony Robbins. He said this: if you want to achieve success, all you need to do is find a way to model those who've already succeeded. Makes sense, right? All right, so I was thinking back in my life about things I've been successful with, right? And I thought about when I first got, when I was young, I was a wrestler. I wanted to be the best wrestler in the country. The problem was I wasn't very good. So I went out there and I found other wrestlers who were amazing. I found videotapes of them and we used to watch them, and I modeled what they did. I modeled their moves and their training and what they did. And in a very short period of time, I went from being a bad wrestler to being a state champ, to being an All-American, to getting a college scholarship, and being one of the top 10 wrestlers in the country. Okay. Now, the same thing happened when I launched my business. I didn't have a business degree. I didn't know anything about business. All I knew is I wanted to make some money. So I got on the internet and I started trying to figure out how to make money, right? And I found out really quick there's a lot of people out there way smarter than me. So instead of trying to learn what they knew, I just looked at what they were doing and I modeled it. And in a very short period of time, I went from being a broke college kid to within a year of graduating from college, I'd made over $1 million. Okay. Now, the exact same thing is true with sales funnels. The mistake that most of you are going to make initially is you're going to go out there and try to create something from scratch. That is not how you're successful with sales funnels. You have to model funnels that are already successful. Okay. Now, every time I share this, there's always somebody that comes up and says, well, Russell, that's cool, but I figured out a better way to do it. Or I've got this new funnel that no one's ever thought of. Or I found a market that nobody else is in. And they're so excited. And I always kind of step back and I always tell them the same thing. I say this: you can always tell who the pioneers are because they have arrows in their back and they're lying face down in the dirt. Okay? And it's true if you think about it. Us as entrepreneurs, we have so much passion and excitement and drive to help share our message or share the things we've created with the world, right? But most entrepreneurs, they run out of 2 things before they ever have success. They either run out of time or they run out of money. Okay, and the reason why is because they're trying to be creative and they're trying to figure all these things out, and they're getting all these arrows in their back, and they never make it to the point where they can actually serve people and help people and change the world in their way. Okay, that's the problem. Now, the first time I really found out the answer to this, I was at a seminar, and this guy got up on stage, and his name was Porter Stansberry. Now, Porter, he worked for a company called Agora Publishing. And if you've ever heard of Agora, they sell financial newsletters, and they do almost $1 billion a year selling financial newsletters. Is that crazy? And Porter he runs the biggest division at Agora. It's called Stansberry Research. And he got on stage and he started sharing his sales funnels. And I was like this little kid listening to him talk, taking notes as quick as I could. It was the most exciting thing in the world. And he's talking really, really fast, and all of a sudden he stopped. He said, you know what's interesting to me? He said, every year we get people who want to compete with Agora. They want to try to beat us. And the first thing they do is they come in and they try to undercut our price. They think, their price, so we can come in cheaper and get all their customers. He said, we've tested that. We know that it's impossible to acquire customers at that price point. So they come in and they fail. So they come in and they try to do it more expensive or a different type of funnel, or they try something different. He says, they try things over and over and over again. He says, don't you understand that we're Agora Publishing? We spend over $100 million a year just in testing everything you can dream of. We've got hundreds of people who all they do is just test our offers. He says, you can come in and you can try as hard as you want, but you will never beat Agora Publishing unless you copy us. And that's when the light bulbs went off my head. I thought, these guys they have hundreds of millions of arrows in their backs. Why would I go and try to follow this path and hope that I don't get shot as well? Right? I need to go and find out where they're at today, find out exactly what's working today, and start there. Okay, they've already trailblazed for us. We don't have to go figure that out. Okay? And that's what funnel hacking is all about. All right. Now, the first step in funnel hacking is you got to find someone who has a successful funnel that you can go and funnel hack. Okay, so for example, when we were launching our supplement, I went out there and I started to find, I tried to find someone who had something similar. So I found these guys right here. They were also selling a nerve pain supplement just like we were. So I went to their website. I remember looking at it thinking, man, this site is ugly. Like it's pretty bad, right? And initially I was like, as a marketer, I know better. So I'm going to go and try to create something different or something better. And then I took my pride and I kind of hung it up on the wall. I said, you know what? These guys have proven that this market responds to this type of a page. I'm not going to go and try to reinvent the wheel. I'm just going to model what already works. And so our very first version of our sales letter was very similar. Okay. Now notice I didn't say copy. Okay, I didn't copy anything. Like they had a logo in the top left-hand corner, so I had a logo. They had a phone number right-hand corner, I had a phone number. They had a long-form sales letter, I had a long-form sales letter. They had a picture of their product, I had a picture of my product. So I modeled the look and the feel and the layout and the price points, but I didn't copy anything. Okay, that's the key. So we modeled this as close as I could. We launched it, and this little website got to the point where it was making about $20,000 a month, which wasn't too bad, right? I was really proud of it. So to make it 20 grand a month, I thought, you know what, this is good, but I need to find someone else who I can kind of model. These guys were doing okay, but they weren't making a ton of money. I said, there's got to be someone out there who's really having success. And luckily, I eventually found someone who had a funnel in it was a little bit different market. They were also selling supplements, and they were doing about $3 million a month. So I went to their website, and I did step number 2. What I did is I funnel hacked them. Okay, so I went to their website, and this is what the website looked like. It had a page like this, and it was a supplement. So I watched the little video, I clicked on the add to cart button, and it took me to their order form. Okay, I looked at the order form, and I was so excited. I said, look, these guys are selling supplements different than I was before. Like, what are they doing? I want to figure out, if they're making $3 million a month, I got to figure out what's happening, right? What's working. So I went here, I saw in the order form, they had 1 bottle, 3 bottle, 4 bottle. I looked at the price points they used, and then I said, you know what? I got to see what they're doing. And so I did what every good entrepreneur has to become good at doing. I pulled my wallet out of my pocket, and I bought the product. Okay. Now, after I bought the product, it's kind of like the whole tip of the iceberg thing, right? We use that cliche all the time, but most people come and all you see is the website, right? But that's the tip of the iceberg. What's happening behind the scenes that's making all the money? So I bought the product, and the next page I saw this special offer. Okay, it was a one-time offer for 6 more bottles of the exact same thing I just bought. And I remember looking at it thinking, that doesn't make any sense. Doesn't he know I just bought 4 bottles of his supplement? There's no way I'm going to buy 6 more. This guy's crazy. I remember just kind of shaking my head thinking, this guy has no idea what he's doing. And then I stepped back and said, you know what? They're making $3 million a month. It's a lot more than I am. I'm gonna take my skepticism, take my pride, I'm going to hang it up on the wall, and I'm just going to assume that they've tested this. I'm going to assume they've got some arrows in their back. They probably know what they're doing, right? So I'm just going to assume they do, and went through the rest of their funnel. And I saw these 5 pages right here, you guys, are making them $3 million a month. Is that crazy? Now, for me, who was about to launch a supplement, was that worth investing, $100 to find out what was happening behind the scenes? Heck yeah, it was. So that was step number 2. I bought their product. And for you, if you want to be successful, guys, you have to become good at buying people's products. So I bought their product. I saw their funnel. I went to my whiteboard then, and I sketched out a blueprint of what I needed to create to be successful with my supplement. Okay, they gave me the blueprint. They showed me exactly what to do and how to do it. So I sketched it out. I took this little blueprint. I went back to the drawing board, and we started creating our new sales funnel. So step number 4, I logged into ClickFunnels, and I started building out our new sales funnel. And I just followed the blueprint. I had a video sales letter like they did. I had an order form. I had 1, 3, or 4 bottles. I modeled their price point. Then I had an upsell, and check it out, 6 more bottles of the exact same thing. And I had my 2 other products in the product line. Now my sales funnel resembled theirs very, very close, right? I didn't copy anything. My headlines, my sales videos, my product, my everything. But I modeled the look and the feel and the layout and the price points. We took this new funnel right here. I told you before we were making about $20,000 a month with the original funnel we built. The new version, we took it, we launched it, and went from making $20,000 a month to almost $20,000 a day. You guys getting this? Do you see the power behind what I'm talking about here? That's why this whole funnel hacks process is so vital to you being successful. Okay, if you don't want to be successful 6 months from now or a year from now, you've got to follow this process. Does that make sense? All right, now the coolest thing for me is that my total investment to get all those funnel hacks was only about $100. Okay, that could have taken me years to test all these variations. I probably never even got to that point. But instead, I bought their product, spent $100 or so, and they gave me all their funnel hacks that quick. Now, don't forget, that supplement funnel you guys just barely saw, At the end of this training, when we're over, I'm going to give it to you guys. So you can take that and you can plug in your supplement. If you got an e-commerce product, you can plug it in as well. It works awesome. But before we sold that company, that funnel was making me over $17,000 per day. We were selling over 368 bottles of our pills day in and day out because of that funnel. Okay. Now, again, I'm going to give you that funnel at the end of this as a gift. I want to stress how important this is. Okay. A little while ago, I got a call from one of my friends. His name is Drew Canoli, and he had this new supplement he was going to launch called Organifi. And he knew that we had success with supplements in the past. He said, Russell, come out. I want you to kind of show me your funnel and what you can do. So I came out there. We hung out. We drank green drinks together. We sat in his conference room. We mapped out this whole entire sales funnel on the windows. We had a ton of fun. And basically I showed him my funnel. I said, this is what it is. This is how it works and why it works. And I just gave it to him as a gift. And they had a chance to take that and launch Organifi through that sales funnel. I want you to hear in their own words kind of what happened from that. So this is a guy named Jamel. He works at their company, and he was kind of in charge of all the sales funnels. And listen to what he said happened after they launched their sales funnel following this funnel blueprint.
So real quick backstory, I had a chance to go out and spend a little while with these guys in their company, and they were about to launch a new supplement. And they're like, hey, look at our funnel. What should we do? And I was like, just copy mine. It works really, really good. So I'd love for you to kind of talk about what happened when you guys did your funnel and then some of the results that have happened since then.
Yeah, I'd like to re-emphasize his point about just cloning and copying and modeling what works. So we are a digital product company. We have information products, coaching products, and we were doing about $1 million a year. And I manage all the sales funnels and sales optimization, and we were going to come out with a physical product line. And we're like, who's done this before? Who's been really successful? We reached out to Russell. He helped us model exactly NeuroCell. Actually, it's funny because I'm looking at what you modeled, and I had the exact same reaction. The first upsell that we have in place is more of the same thing that they just bought. And we were like, well, that doesn't make any sense. So we sold them a bottle of our new product called Organifi. Our first one-time offer was 3 more bottles after they already bought that. And the take rate was like 20 or 30%. Then we thought, Russell actually mentioned, we should implement subscription on everything. So we had 3 options. We modeled exactly Russell's first sales page. 1 bottle, 3 bottles, 4 bottles, modeled his pricing, $47, $129, $149, exactly the same. Sorry for stealing everything, but it works.
I love it. It's still away.
Yeah. And then once we implemented all the pieces, in actually like a week, which is crazy, we matched his results. We're doing, am I allowed to say the numbers? Or? Yeah.
I hope so. I want to hear them.
Yeah.
Who wants to hear his numbers?
Yeah.
I want to hear his numbers. Let's hear them.
So the first day that we opened up the gates, we did 12,000 in sales. The second day we did 34,000. The third day we did 36,000. And that was just opening the gates. And every single day after that, we've done around 15 to 20,000 because of the way that the funnels are structured. So it's really exciting. And we owe a lot to Russell. I mean, he came out, he helped us with our funnels. He broke down everything we were doing wrong, everything we were doing right, and showed us exactly what they did. And we just copied it, and it works. So
that's awesome. Give him a round of applause.
So thank you, Russell. Yeah.
Every time I show this, people are like, oh, that's amazing, Russell, but I don't have a supplement. So I want to stress really quick that this does work for supplement funnels, you guys, but it works for a whole bunch of other types of funnels as well. For example, it works for coaching funnels. Right here, this is my coaching funnel. I'm curious, for all you guys online now, how many of you guys are either a coach or you would like to be a coach? Okay, it could be a life coach, a business coach, a fitness coach, a weight loss coach. I don't care. If you're a coach or you want to be a coach, let me know there in the question box. All right, we got some coaches in the house. Exciting, exciting. All sorts of different kinds of coaches. Okay. Well, if you're a coach or you want to be a coach, you may want to funnel hack my coaching funnel. Here it is right here. You guys can all see it, right? Now this coaching funnel, we spent over 18 months testing and tweaking every variation I could dream of. And right now, this funnel on average makes me over $70,000 per week in and week out like clockwork. So if you're a coach or you want to be a coach, you may want to take this coaching funnel and funnel hack it, right? No, don't worry. Like I told you guys before, this is one of the funnels I'm going to give you guys at the end of the training. So I'm going to give you this coaching funnel you can plug in and you can use it as well. But if you're selling high ticket anything or consulting, or if you're selling financial planning, or we've seen this funnel work for chiropractic, anything like that. Like if you're selling anything high end like that, this high ticket funnel works. A good example of that is I had a chance. Some of you guys may know Neil Strauss. He wrote a book called The Game. which is like the guidebook to how to like pick up women, right? And Neil is one of the most amazing writers. He's written a whole bunch of books since then, and he actually has a high-end program he calls the Society. And in the past, he would people would read the book and they'd come and they'd hopefully sign up for the Society. They pay $1,000 a month to be part of this program. And I told Neil, I said, look, what you're doing right now is working, but we've got a high-ticket coaching funnel that works like magic. Like, come out, can I show it to you? I want to give it to you as a gift, and just like I'm giving it to you guys as a gift. And he said yes, and so we flew out there. We filmed the videos of him for this high-ticket coaching funnel. We plugged it in, and now he's using this funnel in his high-ticket coaching funnel. So you guys, it works not just for me, not just for Neil Strauss, a celebrity, but it also can work for you as well. Okay, and that's kind of another gift that we're giving you guys here for being on this training. Is that cool? All right, so again, it works for supplement funnels, it works for coaching funnels, it works for information product funnels. How many of you guys are selling information products? Okay, this is my book funnel. Okay, I told you guys before that this book funnel right here sold over 26,000 copies of my book in less than 30 days. Okay. Now, it helped me become a USA Today and Amazon bestseller, and it's done amazing things for my business. We understand how this funnel works. It wasn't something I just kind of made up one day. Like, I literally went through and bought 30 different people's books. I funnel hacked everyone I could find to see the best process, and from that, we built this book funnel. Okay. Now, this book funnel right here happens to be the exact same model that we used for Tony Robbins when we launched his book. Okay. And as you guys know, this book funnel right here, at the end of this training, for those of you guys who hang out to the end, we're going to give it to you as well. So if you're selling a book or information product, you can just plug your information in, and now you got the book funnel you need as well. Is that cool? This is like the gift that keeps on giving, this training webinar, right? Now, just another good example of this book webinar. How many of you guys have heard of Dave Asprey? He's the Bulletproof executive, and he's also the inventor of something called Bulletproof Coffee, right? And I'm not a coffee drinker, but the concept is really cool, and I kind of made my own version of it and really had a big impact on my life. After that, I had a chance to get to know Dave and just really have a lot of respect for what he's doing and love his supplements and everything. So I called him up and said, hey, Dave, you've got a book out there called the Bulletproof Diet. The book is awesome. I loved it. I'd love to help you build a book funnel for that. He said, well, you know what? We already hit New York Times with this book, and it's not really our focus right now, but we are coming out with the Bulletproof Cookbook. And if you want to help with that, I would love it. So I said, sweet. So we flew out to the first Bulletproof store ever out in LA. And we sat down, we filmed him, and we built out his whole entire book funnel inside of ClickFunnels using the exact same funnel that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. Okay, so you'll be seeing this, depending on when you're watching this webinar, you have a chance to see his book funnel as well and see how he's using that as a tool now to sell books on the front end, but then on the back end, sell his entire supplement line. Okay, we teach a concept inside of the trainings called funnel stacking, where you use a book funnel to now sell supplements and a supplement funnel to sell coaching, all these really cool things. It's kind of beyond the scope of this training, but basically that's what he's doing here. Okay, and so this book funnel that we gave to Dave is the exact same book funnel I'm going to be giving to you as well. All right, so again, it works for supplement funnels and coaching funnels and info product funnels. It also works for e-commerce funnels. It works for network marketing funnels, for affiliate funnels. It works for funnels for real businesses. If you've got a real business, you're a chiropractor, a financial planner, or a dentist, whatever the real businesses are. It works for real businesses. It works for all types of funnels and all types of businesses. For example, here's one of my e-commerce funnels. Here's one of my network marketing funnels. Here's my buddy. He's a chiropractor. This is a funnel he built out inside of ClickFunnels as well. Okay, you guys, this concept, this funnel hacking thing, it works for every type of business. I've yet to find a business that didn't work for. Okay, so next question people always ask me, Russell, this is cool. I'm excited. I'm in. Where do I find a good funnel? And after I find a good funnel, how do I know how much money they're actually making? Okay, those are both great questions, and there's a lot of ways you can find good funnels. I would say make sure that the market you're in, you know who all the players are. Okay, if you don't, that's the first step. Go out there and find those people, and you're probably going to find some good funnels. But if you have no idea, or you're kind of just getting started, you want to figure out an easy way to do it, this is one of my little tricks, one of my little hacks. I go to a website called clickbank.com. Now, ClickBank has over 100,000 successful sales funnels inside their marketplace. They have everything from weight loss to gardening to chicken coops. Okay, now the first time I saw this, I thought it was a joke. It's one of my friend's sales funnels. He teaches people how to build chicken coops in their backyard in a weekend. And I thought it was a joke till he showed me this funnel right here makes him about $12,000 a month. Okay, not too shabby, right? It's six-figure income off of a little ebook he made on chicken coops, okay? So I don't care what you're selling. It could be weight loss, all the way to chicken coops or something in between. There's probably a funnel inside of ClickBank that you can funnel hack, you can model. So all you do is go to clickbank.com and you click on the marketplace tab there at the top. After you do that, it'll take you to their marketplace. Now, the marketplace is broken down and categorized based on different markets. Okay, so like health and fitness and gardening and games and finance and business and a bunch of different categories, okay? So you pick the category first. So for this example, I picked health and fitness, and then inside of here, it shows you all of the different sales funnels ranked on which one's selling the most today, okay? So the top one here is called Venus Factor. This is the #1 sales funnel right now in the health and fitness category, okay? So that's how I find a good sales funnel. Now, how do I know how much money they're making? The reality is, you never really know, okay? I don't know the Venus Factor guys. I've never seen their books, so I don't really know what they're making. But last year, for example, I had a friend who made it to the #1 spot in the health and fitness category. When he was in the #1 spot, he was making 50 grand a day. Is that crazy, you guys? Like, it makes my sales funnels look like I'm wearing training wheels half the time. 50 grand a day for his product. Now, I don't know what Venus Factor is making. Initially, I thought they were making about 50 grand a day. But I had a chance a couple months ago to go out to lunch with the CEO and the owner of ClickBank, and I asked those guys, I said, how much is Venus Factor making? They smiled and said, Russell, we can't tell you that. I'm like, I know, but give me a hint. Like, are they making 50 grand a day? And they smiled at me and said, they're making more than double that. Is that crazy? So again, I don't know what they're making, but my guess is somewhere in the 100 grand a day mark. Pretty crazy. All right, so I find a funnel. I want a funnel hack. That's step #1. Step #2, now I got to funnel hack them. I got to do what every good entrepreneur has to become good at doing, right? I got to pull my wallet out of my pocket, and I got to buy their product. So I went to venusfactor.com and I bought their product. And there it is. Those 4 pages, you guys, are making them 100 grand a day. If I was in the fitness market, would that have been worth the $47 it cost me to buy that thing? Heck yeah, it would. The best $47 I ever spent in my entire life, right? So I bought their product. Now I see exactly what they're doing to make this funnel work. Okay, I see the entire funnel. I see everything. The rest of the iceberg is all there, right? Now I take this, I go to my whiteboard, and I sketch it out. Okay, I sketch out exactly what I need to create. I make a blueprint of what I need to create inside of ClickFunnels in the new funnel that I'm creating. Okay, guys, now that is secret #1. That's how to ethically steal over $1 million worth of funnel hacks from your competitors for under $100. Is that exciting? All right, cool. So now let's transition to secret #2. Secret #2 I call funnel cloning. I'm now going to show you how to then clone this proven funnel inside of ClickFunnels in less than 10 minutes. Okay, so the first step is I take this blueprint that I already sketched out, right? So you see it right here. Now I take that, and what I used to do in the past is I would go and I would have a meeting with my designers, my webmasters, my programmers, my analytics people. I'd say, okay, here's the blueprint. Go to work. And they'd go, and 2 months later, they'd come back and I have a sales funnel, okay? It was a nightmare. It took forever. It cost so much money. It drove me crazy. So that, again, was the old way. But the good news for you guys is there's a new way, there's a better way, and it's through a tool that we created for you called ClickFunnels. Now, before I show you ClickFunnels, in fact, I'm going to build a funnel with you in about 10 minutes or so. But before I do that, I want to show a really quick video from one of our ClickFunnels members, someone who has completely transformed his business as soon as he started using ClickFunnels. I want you to hear in his own words what it's done and why he chose ClickFunnels over all the other alternatives.
Hello, my name is Garrett J. White, the Master Coach Mentor and founder of Wake Up Warrior Academy. And I will tell you this right now. We have tested with platforms. We have tested everything. I have attempted for the past 6 years to use every available software tool I could find that made it simpler for me to share my message. And it started with WordPress, and then it went plugins, and then OptimizePress, and then we went to Kajabi, and then we went to Lead Pages. And these are all wonderful. Know the owners of these guys are fantastic. The software tools are amazing. When ClickFunnels came out, I was like, dude, I cannot handle another software tool. I don't give a shit. We're just gonna manage our stuff between Lead Pages and Kajabi. And then my friend said, just test it. Just try it out. And I went to ClickFunnels, and no bullshit. Like, every software increment over the last 5 years has been not a quantum shift in what you can do with the tool to get your message out to the marketplace. They've been incremental. So like there's been a move from Kajabi to Lead Pages or from OptimizePress to Kajabi, and they were these segmented steps that had slight improvements that made it easier. ClickFunnels, though, came out of nowhere. They took the marketplace by storm, just like Apple did when they first launched the iPhone. It was not a linear move anymore. It was a quantum move in improvement that'll open up a gap to allow people just like you watching this, people just like you and me, who are not technically savvy. We weren't born in the matrix, and we didn't have a chip implanted in our heads. We're not engineers or computer science majors, and we don't understand that stuff inherently. ClickFunnels gave you, my friend, an opportunity to cut and decrease the time of stress and anxiety and suffering behind a keyboard, trust me, the days you want to just pound vodka and throw your Mac out the window because you can't figure shit out, ClickFunnels has brought it to a place that it is a quantum leap in opportunity, which allows you, just like the iPhone, to not only look smarter, but to feel smarter, and ultimately to only deal with the stuff that matters, which is getting your message about your product and your program and service out to the marketplace.
How many of you guys think that ClickFunnels does the most amazing customer support on planet Earth?
You're spending all the time in suicide watch and having to check yourself into a hospital and honestly trying to deal with everything else that's come out before it. So I not only fully endorse ClickFunnels, it's the only software tool that we use. When it comes to our funnels online across all 4 of my businesses, we're not going anywhere else. Love Russell, love this event. This event married up to that software tool. You are a dumbass if you don't come, and that's okay. There's plenty of dumbasses on the planet. Just don't let it be you.
All right, now I don't know about you, but does that get you guys excited to see ClickFunnels? Like, every time I see that, I get more and more just, I'm excited. So, all right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a demo with you guys. I'm gonna show you guys how we build a funnel inside of ClickFunnels, and it's not gonna take 8 weeks. We're gonna do it in closer to 8 to 10 minutes. Does that sound like fun? All right, so let's jump right into the software. Okay, so to begin with, I want to welcome you inside of ClickFunnels. As you can probably tell, I'm really, really excited to show this to you. Now, if we were sitting here in a room right now, the first step, if I was going to be building your sales funnel with you, is to stand in front of a whiteboard and kind of map out like what's it going to look like. And after we have that blueprint, then I would log into ClickFunnels and actually build it. Okay, so because obviously you're not sitting here in front of me, I don't have a whiteboard, I went ahead of time and I kind of sketched out a basic sales funnel. Okay, and this is a pretty traditional one that a lot of people use, where the first step is a lead magnet, where we're giving somebody something in exchange for their name and their email address, right? So that'll be step number 1. They come here, they give us their email address. Then on the second page, then I'm going to try to sell them something, right? So I'm going to have a sales video here with an order button. And if my video convinces them they need to buy, they'll click on the order button. Then it takes them over to an order form. And here in the order form, they go and they put their credit card information in. They click submit. And afterwards, I want to offer them an upsell, right? We learned this from McDonald's. You know, do you want fries? Do you want fries with that? Do you want a Coke with that? And so with most sales funnels, we like having upsells. And we call upsells one-time offers, OTOs. So we make a very special one-time offer. Inside of ClickFunnels, we can make this really easily where it's a one-click upsell. So they just click on a button and it'll automatically rebuild their credit card for the upsell. And after they bought this product, then we take them to a thank you page thanking them for their orders. So that's kind of a typical sales funnel, and we can build that, or we can build obviously way more complex things inside of ClickFunnels if we want, or we can make really, really simple things as well. So I'm going to show you guys though how we can build out this sales funnel right here inside of ClickFunnels. So the first step is to come right here and click on the Add New Funnel button. When I do that, it's going to ask you initially what's your goal. Is your goal to collect emails? Is your goal to sell a product? Or is your goal to host a webinar? Okay, now depending on which one of these things you choose, there's different types of sales funnels you can use. For example, with hosting webinar, if I click on that, I can do a live webinar or I can do an automated webinar replay. All right, but I'm going to go back and actually choose sell your product because this is more similar to the type of sales funnel we're trying to create. So I click on that, and then it says I can choose a sales funnel, or I can choose a product launch funnel or a membership site funnel. Now this funnel up here is more similar to a basic sales funnel. So I'm going to choose that. I choose that right here. And then I can kind of name it. So I'm just call it demo funnel. And I can make a tag so I can find it easy in the future. And I click on build funnel. Okay, now you can probably see that on the side here, it's created all the steps in our sales funnel. Now, notice these steps aren't quite exactly the same as these right here. So the funnel that kind of builds for you is based on a typical sales funnel, but you can go and you can add things, you can take things away really, really easily. So right here, I've got a squeeze page, which is similar to this. I've got a sales page similar to this, an order form that's similar to this, an order confirmation page I don't have up there. So I'm just going to kill that one. I'll click on the X and that page will disappear. And then I have a thank you page just like here. So I'm only missing one page in this funnel. Can you guys guess which one it is? Yes, it's the upsell page I'm missing. So I'm going to click on add new step. I'm going to add an OTO page. So I'm going to add that real quick. And after I add it, it'll drop it down here into the sales funnel. Now, as you can see, this page is kind of out of order. So the cool thing is I can grab this. I can just drag and drop it to the right spot. And there you go. Now my sales funnel is in the correct order. Now I need to come back through and start editing each of these pages. So the first page is my squeeze page. So I click on that first, and then let me make this bigger now so you can see the whole inside of ClickFunnels. All right, so the first thing is it has different types of templates up here. So we have opt-in template sales, webinar, membership sites, affiliate. There's tons of stuff, right? But I'm obviously making an opt-in funnel. All All right, so after I choose squeeze page, then I get to pick which one of these templates I want to use. Now, we're always adding more templates. There's tons of cool ones. Plus, the cool thing about ClickFunnels is you'll see it's super easy to build your own templates. We've got a marketplace where you can pick other ones as well. So there's never-ending options to design your page. So for this one, I'm just going to choose this one. It's kind of simple and easy, and I like it. So I'll choose my template right here. All right, now you can see right here, it shows me the actual page. And as I start driving traffic into this funnel, I'll be able to see in real time how many visitors hit this page, how many people join my list, so how many leads do I have, and what my average conversion rates are, which are really nice to see because you can figure out, like, is this page working or not? I can also really quickly click on this button right here to set up a split test. So if I want to try 2 different versions of the page, it's really easy to do. Now in the past, if I wanted to do split tests, it was always so hard. Where now in ClickFunnels it becomes really, really easy. All right, so I'm going to come right here. I'm going to edit this page. All right, now as you can tell, this page is pretty simple and pretty easy, right? And so if you want, you can come in here and just the basic things you can do is come here and just click and edit the headline really easy. So get my cool thing now. And if you want, you can shrink the headline, you can make it bigger, just really easily like that. And then that's kind of what, a lot of page editors allow you to edit things. But what makes ClickFunnels really different is not only can you edit things, you can grab things and you can move them around. Okay, now I don't know any other page editors right now that can do something even close to that. Okay, so that's pretty cool, right? But it gets even better than that because not only can I add things, I can move things around, I can add elements. So anytime I find these little plus boxes, I click on that. It gives me the ability to add a whole bunch of different things. I can add headlines, images, text boxes, buttons. I can add videos. I can add progress bars. I can add surveys. I can add a whole bunch of really cool things. So for example, I'm gonna add just a video right here. That's kind of cool. Now I got a video right there in the middle of my page if I like that. The other cool thing is, let's say I want to kind of change the structure of this page a little bit. If I want, I can come here. I'm going to make this page a little bit bigger, and then I'm going to come here and I'm just going to add in 2 blocks. Where I can take this video now and I'm going to move it over here. Now I have a video on this side, and maybe I want to move my opt-in form over this side. Look, I don't have to have any technical skills at all. I can just grab it, drag it, and drop it, which is about all the technical skills I personally have, so it makes it nice and easy for me. And now I got a cool page that looks kind of like that. Now for this, I'm probably going to make the headline a little bit bigger. So again, I don't have to call my tech guy up. I just click around and boom, it's bigger. I might make this one a little bigger too. This is how I build my pages now. I just keep clicking around until things look awesome, which is nice. I don't know about you, but in the past when I would try to create really cool things, a lot of times I'd go and have to call my designer, my developer, and have them change things a million different times, and this is just so much easier. So this blue background is kind of cool, but maybe it doesn't match my brand, right? So I'm going to click on settings here. I'm going to click right here on background settings. I can go and I can change the background image. Now there's a whole bunch of different background images already kind of default in here, so you can pick one of these, or you can upload your own. So add that one. And, ooh, that looks kind of cool. Let's say I wanted to add a progress bar. I love progress bars, so I'm going to add a progress bar here. I just click on the little element selector, and there's a whole bunch of different elements again. I'm going to click on progress bar. Check that out. It's kind of cool. And I can click on this, and I can change a bunch of things if I wanted. So I can change it from flat if I want to do animated stripes, which is kind of cool, right? I can change this to 50% done, or maybe I want to keep it with almost there, but I want this bar to be not 50%, but I want it to be 75%. That looks kind of cool. I like that a lot. I can also bold that text in there. Maybe I'm going to move that up above the headline. Looks kind of cool. I could also, if I wanted to, I could come right here. Actually, let me do this. I'm going to move this progress bar above the opt-in form. That's kind of cool looking. Move it up a little bit. And then the video, maybe I want to add a countdown clock. So I come in here and I try to find the countdown clock element. So I've got a countdown clock. It's kind of dark here. Let me make it white so you can see a little better. And then I'm going to transition it from text only to circles. Looks kind of cool, don't you think? And let's see. And now I've got a really cool countdown clock. Now this page keeps getting better and better. It just looks awesome. And it didn't take me knowing any magic skills. I just copied and pasted and moved things. Okay, I can save it now. And I click on preview. I can see what the page is going to look like when visitors come to my website. Maybe I think, maybe I don't want this video there. Maybe I want an image instead. So I can just go and I can delete it. And I can come and I can just add in an image. So I click on image, and I'll add an image there. I'll put it above this. And I can go find an image that I have. I'll paste my image right here. And now I've got a picture of my book. Okay, pretty simple and pretty easy. And again, maybe I'm deciding, you know what, this progress bar is no good. I can throw it in the trash, and it's gone. Okay, and maybe I want the countdown clock over here. Or maybe it would look really cool in the headline. I don't know, I can move things around, and it's so much fun. Do you guys see that? Like literally back in the past, I'd have a designer, he'd create something, give it to me, I'm like, I don't like that, and I'd ask him to change it, and 24 hours later, send it back, I'm like, I don't like that, and I'd ask him to change it, and we go back and forth, and a week later, we'd have something done. Where now, like, I can literally, you guys see how easy this is, right? Like, I don't have any technical skills whatsoever, and I'm able to look at this and drag and drop and just make this thing as amazing as I want. I can make it match my dream and my vision, however I would like to do it. Okay, there you go. I'm going to add in a video here. Now I got a video underneath there if that's what I want. I can do anything I want because it's my page and I should be able to do what I want, right? So that's how easy it is to edit not only this page, but any page inside of ClickFunnels. So I just want to show you guys that, and because it's so simple and so easy. So let me come back to the funnel view now. You'll see page number 1 of my funnel is finished. Now I'm going to come right here and click on sales page. If you remember from our little sketch right here, the next thing we got is our core offer, our sales page. We're going to sell something. So I'm going to come right here. I'm going to find a sales page that I like. So there's a whole bunch of them in here. You can scroll through and find the ones you like the best. I'm probably going to use a really basic one. I'm just going to use this one. I kind of like that. So I'm going to choose this template right here. Okay, so I added that page template, and then just like I did for the squeeze page, I can log in, I can edit things, I can delete things, I can add my logos, I can move things around. It's very simple and easy to do. I'm not going to do that right now because, for the sake of time, but it's very easy to go in there and edit that. Now I'm going to move on to the order form. Now the order form for me is probably my favorite part because in the past, if I ever wanted to do really cool looking order forms, it was hard. If I used Infusionsoft or Ontraport or ClickBank or any of the other tools out there, they give you order forms that they typically don't match your brand. They're not that good looking, and you're kind of stuck with them, but that's all that we really have. In ClickFunnels, you can come down here and you can choose any one of the order form templates you like, and it's very simple. So I'm going to choose this one right here, and then it's very easy now to edit it and make it so that the look and feel matches my brand and make it look really, really awesome. It's kind of cool when you see this. You'll be able to see how many visitors hit your order form, how many people fill in their contact information, how many people purchase, what your conversion rates are, everything here from this little dashboard, which is kind of cool. You can even set up order form split test, which is awesome. But I think my favorite thing is the fact that if you are using a company like Infusionsoft or Ontraport, we integrate with them. So you can still use those shopping carts and integrate. Or if you want, ClickFunnels has its own internal shopping cart as well. We use Stripe as a backend. You can plug in Stripe, and instantly you can start taking sales on your website, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to come here into the order form and edit it, just so you can see how simple and easy it is. Okay, now I don't know about you, but in the past, if I ever had an order form and I wanted to change or edit something, this is where we always would have tons and tons and tons of technical issues because there's so many little things that are happening inside of an order form, and if a tech guy moves a field, it can mess up the whole thing. In fact, I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had of that, and that's why one of the other reasons why I love ClickFunnels so much is that I can grab things, I can move things around, I can drag and drop, and I'm not going to mess things up. No matter what I do, I can't break it. And so that's kind of something that's really, really comforting to me and probably to you as well. So I'm going to show you how I can take this order form, which is a pretty good looking order form, but I can add in my logos like I just showed you, and I can make this look really, really cool. So I'm going to just do a couple little things. I'm going to make this a little bit wider. I'm going to add 2 columns in here because I think this will be kind of cool. And let's say I wanted to add a video, okay? One thing I found in order forms is that by adding a video that shows people how to fill out the order form, it increases conversion, which sounds like a goofy, weird thing, but it works. So I'm going to have a video right here teaching people how to fill out this order form, right? Then I'm going to add the order button here. I'm going to add the credit card field right here. I'm going to add this so they can pick what product they're ordering. I'm going to add my Visa and MasterCard logos. I'm going to add their email address. And boom, check out how awesome that order form looks. Now, easy it was. I can come down here. Let's say I want to pull my 30-day money-back guarantee block right there. I'm going to make this 2 columns. That way I can put the 30-day money-back guarantee there and the secure payment there. Now I can just delete this whole section here. And maybe I want to add some urgency on my order form. So I click on the little plus button. I can come right here and I can add a countdown clock like I did before. So I'll come right here. And there's a whole bunch of different elements here. Like I said, you've probably seen some of these before, but I'll add in a countdown clock here. I love making the circle one, so I'll add a circle one like that, make it a little bit bigger. That looks cool. Now I have some urgency here on my actual order form, which is kind of cool. And maybe I'll add in another progress bar to show them that they're almost to the end. So I add a progress bar here. They're on the order form, so they're, say 85% of the way there. Flat color's cool. I really like the stripes. So I'll add that up here. Let's see, I can add that in a couple different places. Maybe I'll move it to the top here. That looks kind of cool. Or I could move it underneath the headline here. That looks kind of cool too. So kind of it's up to you how you want to do it. That's my favorite thing about this is that I don't have to call a designer every time I want to move something or edit things around. I can just drag and drop and be like, all right, that looks great. I think it looks amazing that way. And then I can save it, and then I can preview it and see exactly what my order form is going to look like for other people. Isn't that awesome? That quick, I made one of the best looking order forms I think I've ever seen. All right, so I'll exit that. And I just want to kind of show you guys how simple and easy it is to order form. The same thing is true with upsell pages. Now in the past, if you ever wanted to do like a one-click upsell, it took all sorts of insane amounts of programming and technical things. In fact, I remember the first time we wanted to do an upsell, I was using Infusionsoft and I had to hire someone. It cost me $2,500 for them to custom design so I could do one-click upsell. It didn't make any sense. Where now I just click select template. I plug in my video, I click one button, and instantly the one-click upsell works. Okay, and you don't need any tech guys or anyone. It just works, which is one of the best things about ClickFunnels. All right, so there's the upsell page. I do the exact same thing for the thank you page as well. Now I hope you guys are seeing how simple and how easy this really is. It's clicking, it's dragging and dropping. It's just kind of figuring out what you want. Instead of having to tell a programmer and a designer and all these people what to do and the order to do it, you just kind of drag and drop and move things around until it looks the way you want it to look. Okay, and it's just the way that this kind of thing should be. It should be more difficult than that, all right? Okay, so you guys have seen how simple it was to set up the sales funnel we create right here, right? We've got our lead magnet, our core offer, we've got our order form, we've got our upsell, we've got our thank you page, and it's literally drag and drop. It doesn't take rocket science. It takes somebody looking at something they want, dragging and dropping and moving and adding elements and just making it the way that you want it to look and feel. It doesn't take a tech person anymore. It's something that you and I can actually do. In fact, when my partner started building ClickFunnels, their entire goal initially was, if we can build it so simple that Russell can do it, then we've succeeded. Okay, now I want to stress that this isn't just for sales funnels like this. This works for all types of funnels. For example, this right here is one of my high ticket funnels. I built the whole thing inside of ClickFunnels. And all I did is I dragged and dropped and I moved people around and I put people's pictures where they were supposed to be. And that simple, I built out my high ticket sales funnel. The exact same thing was true when I built my automated webinar funnel. I did the same thing. I dragged and dropped. I added images. I added my logo. I put in, the pop-ups. Like everything happened the exact same way, just right here inside of ClickFunnels. And again, it's so simple and so easy. When I launched my very first book, and I didn't want to just sell a book. I wanted to make this thing a bestseller. And so what did I do? I logged inside ClickFunnels and I built out a page. We sold over 30,000 copies of my book, became a USA Today best-selling author. And guess how I did it? You're right, I did the whole thing right here inside of ClickFunnels, right? I added a headline, then a second headline, then I added a video, and this two-step order form element here. This is just an element here inside of ClickFunnels. You can add this to any one of your order forms. It's very simple and very easy to do, and this whole thing, just like every one of my other pages, was all built out inside of ClickFunnels. It's so simple and so easy to do. All right, now some people ask me, well, Russell, this is amazing, but can it do membership sites? And the answer is obviously yes, it can. It can do membership sites too. In fact, this is the membership site I created for my $25,000 program. And you come in here, it's so simple and easy to set up. The first step is you come in here and you define your lesson sections, right? So I had Welcome to Ignite was my lesson number 1. And I had module number 1, the blueprint. Module number 2, the secret formula. And inside of each of these modules, I have little lessons. Now check out how easy it is. I scroll to the bottom here. There's a button that says Add New Lesson Section. So I added one called Module 1, Module 2. I just add these lesson sections really, really easily. So you guys title right here, Module 1. And then I would save it. Then inside the module, I just add a bunch of lessons. So I added, Lesson 1, Lesson 2, Lesson 3. You just quickly add the lesson. In here, it says which lesson section you want to add this lesson to. Type in the name of the lesson. You pick a page template. Add the drip delay, so you can literally have it set up where someone joins your membership site, day 1, give them this one, then 2 days later, unlock this, then a week later, unlock this. You can set up a drip delay, so simple and so easy. You just pick the interval. I want to open 7 days later, click create lesson, then boom, after they create their account, 7 days later, unlock that lesson, which is so simple and so easy. I'm going to come back up here, and after I've kind of created all that, then I come into any of the pages I want to work on, and guess what? All I do is I click on Open Editor, and I do that and it opens up the exact same editor you guys are used to using. It's so simple and so easy. I can go and add headlines, I can drop videos in there, I can add buttons, and just makes it so simple, so easy. And really for me, it makes the most powerful looking membership sites in the world. They just look clean, they look easy, and I can put these things together in minutes, which is just awesome, I think. I'm guessing some of you guys are probably wondering, like, does ClickFunnels, can I run an affiliate program through that? And the answer is yes. In fact, there's a little tab up here called Backpack, and this is where you can run your entire affiliate program. It'll track how many active affiliates you have, how many were referred, how many sales are happening today. You can dig in deep in each of your affiliates, see how much money they're making, how you can help them, and you can basically set up an affiliate program for every single funnel inside your ClickFunnels account. All right, now while all that stuff is cool and amazing, I want to come back to this page right here because this is the funnel we've been building out. And I just want to kind of give you guys a glimpse of what's possible inside of ClickFunnels. Like, we use it for all types of funnels, as you can see. We use it for our affiliate program, we use it for our membership sites and more. But one of the most amazing things inside of ClickFunnels is a new thing that we created called Actionetics, which allows you to create what we call action funnels. Okay, so right now, for example, when somebody comes to the squeeze page and they give you their email address, what happens? Now, in a typical, sales funnel, you're going to then add that person to your list in MailChimp or Aweber, and you can still do that if you'd like to. Or you can use a tool that we call Actionetics. And what will happen is when somebody joins this page, imagine this. They put their email address in, and Actionetics will actually go out in real time and it finds out all the information we know about that person. What social networks are they part of? How many friends do they have? How many followers? How much money do they make? And it finds out all this information in real time and brings it back to you. So now you know that information. You can build out custom action funnels based on that. So an action funnel is kind of like a sales funnel, but the things that are happening outside of the actual website. So let me show you how this works. I come over here to Actionetics and I click on Action Funnels. Now I'm going to create a brand new action funnel. This action funnel is going to be Squeeze Page Action Funnel. And I'll call this a demo. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to create this action funnel. And this is what's going to happen after somebody joins my list. What are all the external things that are happening to that person? So the first thing, I'm going to add a step. Let's say the first thing I want to do is I want to take them off other email lists. Okay? Don't you hate when you join someone's list and you're getting like 15 emails from them at once? When you join my list, I want to take you off the other email list. So I'm going to have this is an action. I'm going to have this happen immediately. I click Add New Funnel Step. So the first thing you do when you join a list, I'm going to take you off my other email lists. Second step now is I'm going to send email number 1. So send welcome email. I'm going to have that go out immediately. So I click on 0, I leave it at 0. I click on add new step. And then that's going to be email number 1. Then I want to maybe send them a text message. Let's say welcome text. So I'll click on a text message, have that go out immediately. And I'll have that as well. All right, so when they first join my funnel, they're going to be taken off all my other email lists. They're going to get a welcome email. Then they'll get a text message to actually welcome them. Now I'm going to go and add another step. So this will be email number 2, which let's say this email is about my free gift. So free gift email. So that one's going to go out after day number 1. I add that here to my funnel. Then let's say day number 2, I'm going to send them an email about my special offer. I'll have that one go out day number 2. Click add new funnel. The email set to day number 2. And I can say day number 3, invite them to my webinar email. Have that one go out after day 3. I can keep on building out my entire sequence like that. Now maybe at the end of the sequence, now I want to add them back on my other lists. So add them back to my other lists. I make that an action, and we'll do that one after day 5. Add new funnel step. And boom, now this is an action funnel. Do you guys see how powerful this is? So I can send out emails, text messages, I can move them around to different lists. In the future, we've got a bunch of other really cool things happening where you can actually change the funnel dynamically based on what they do. You can also set up different criteria. So let's say send this email out, but only send out this email if, and you can add rules here. So if their social following, they've got more than, let's say they got more than 50,000 people on Twitter, then send this email. Or if they make, if they've purchased this product, then send the email. And you can do a bunch of custom nerdy stuff that's way over my head, but you can do cool stuff like that as well inside Action Funnels. Okay. Now, the last thing I want to show you inside Action Funnels is the email editor, because it's one of my favorite parts. So after I decide this is the email that's going to go out, I can come in here, I can edit that email. So I'm going to pick one. I'm going to pick this one right here. I say use this template. Now, as you can see, it'll show me how many people currently are in this step in the queue. So maybe there's 10 people here, 30 people here, 100 people here, 5,000 people in this step. So show me how many people are in the queue for this step, how many emails have been sent, how many have been opened, how many have been clicked, so you can see kind of what's happening here. And I click right here and open email editor, and I can edit this email. And just like I showed you how simple it was with the ClickFunnels editor, I can come in here, I can add images really quick, I can add in buttons, I can do a whole bunch of really, really cool things. Visit my website now. And that's how simple and easy it is to use the Actionetics email editor, which by far is one of my favorite things. All the other email services I've used always make my emails so ugly. It's hard to drag and drop. I can't make them look amazing, where I can do that here inside the Actionetics email editor. I can save it. I can preview it, see what my email looks like, and that's kind of how that works. So you guys getting this? You see how powerful ClickFunnels is, especially when you tie in Actionetics and some of these other tools. Now when somebody joins your list, you don't just get a standard email follow-up sequence that goes out to them. You can start building out custom action sequences just for them. All right, so now that we've kind of seen a broad overview of ClickFunnels and Actionetics and Backpack and everything that we can do, I'm curious. How many of you guys think that ClickFunnels is amazing? How many of you guys are looking at this now saying, man, I can cancel my autoresponder service. I can cancel my website hosting. I can cancel my membership site software. I can cancel all of these tools I've been using to glue together my sales funnels. And now I can do everything. My entire business can now run inside of one single platform. If you guys are feeling that way right now, let me know. Come on, I need to hear it. How many of you guys here think that ClickFunnels is awesome? Okay, now yes, exactly. It has completely transformed my business. Like people always say, Russell, of course you love ClickFunnels. You make money when people sign up for ClickFunnels. But the reality is, like, even if I never sold a single account to ClickFunnels ever for the rest of my life, just the fact that I have a chance to use this tool has more than doubled my companies. Okay, that's how powerful it is. It's given the ability where I don't have to wait for a designer or a programmer or all these people to go and do things that take forever. I can just log in and do it. I can drag and drop and click and edit all by myself. Okay, it really is amazing. So that right there, you guys, was secret number 2. Okay, I just showed you how to clone their proven funnel inside of ClickFunnels in less than 10 minutes. You guys getting excited now? All right, so now you got a funnel. Now that's in place. So the last step is how in the world do we get people to come to your funnel, right? Traffic. That's the big secret sauce, right? So secret number 3 here, I'm going to show you guys my number 1 traffic hack. This is responsible for the majority of the traffic that goes into my sales funnels, and it's nothing you've ever heard before, I promise you that. I'm going to show you how to get the exact same customers who are currently going to your competitors' funnels to start coming to your funnels instead. How many of you guys want to see that? All right, cool. So the first step is you got to go back to the person that you funnel hacked. Okay, so for this example, we're funnel hacking Venus Factor, right? So Venus Factor, they're getting a lot of traffic to the website. I'm going to show you how much here in a minute. But if I could call up the owner of Venus Factor and be like, hey man, I know you're getting a lot of traffic. Can you show me all the sites you buy traffic from? Wouldn't that make my life pretty easy? Especially if I just funnel hacked him. I got a funnel that's kind of similar, right? It'd be so easy if I just knew where in the world he was getting his traffic from. Well, I've got some good news for you. Venus Factor, the CEO may not give it to you, and the CEO of the company you're funnel hacking might not, but there's a company that will give you that info. It's called SimilarWeb.com. And make sure you write that down, SimilarWeb.com. Now, when you go to SimilarWeb.com, it's going to look kind of like this. And the first step is you're going to type in the website URL of the website that you're funnel hacking. So I typed in VenusFactor.com, clicked on the search button, and check this out. It shows me tons and tons of cool things. Okay, right now it shows me that Venus Factor is making between 1 and 3 million. They're getting between 1 and 3 million visitors a month. Is that crazy? So you say, how do they make $100,000 a day, Russell? It's because they get 3 million people a month coming to their website, right? All right, so that's kind of some of the stuff it shows me here. If I scroll down a little bit, it'll show me who are the top referring website, who's sending the most traffic over to Venus Factor. Is that cool? So left-hand side here says top referring websites. Number 1 is lifeguru.com. Number 2 is naturalnews.com, then newsmax.com, and it goes down from there, right? So I'm looking at this thinking, okay, so lifeguru.com, that little green bar is like halfway full. So let's say if they're getting 3 million visitors a month, maybe 1 million are coming from lifeguru.com. Now for me, I'm like, what in the world is lifeguru.com? I never heard of it. Have you guys ever heard of it? So of course I went to the site, just check it out. So I go to the site, and it's this blog right here. It's this blog teaches people how to find love and eat healthy and look fit and all these weird things, right? So I'm looking at this blog thinking, how in the world are these guys sending 1 million visitors a month to Venus Factor? I'm scrolling around and all of a sudden, boom, I see this little banner ad. It says 5 foods never to eat with a picture of a banana. Okay, I click on that, and guess where it took me? You're right, it took me to venusfactor.com. Oh, kind of getting interesting now, right? So go back to SimilarWeb. I scroll down. There's a big button that says show the ads. Show me the ads. So I click on that, and guess what it shows me? It shows me all the ads they've ever ran as a company. Okay? Now by default, it shows me all the ads, but if you upgrade, there's a little upgrade fee. If you upgrade, it'll show you how long they've been running for. So it'll say this ad's been running for, this ad right here has been running for, 2 weeks, and we never saw it again. But this ad's been running for 2.5 years, and it's still live right now. Now, if you know that an ad's been running for 2.5 years, what do you know? Okay? you probably know it works, hopefully. Maybe not, but hopefully you know it works, right? Okay, so I know which ads are working. Now, I know two really, really important things. First thing I know exactly where they're advertising. It's important, right? And second thing I know is I know exactly what they're saying to get people to click on their banner ads. Now, if you've been paying attention at this point in the training, what do you think we should do with this information? Okay, we should model what works, right? Okay, so now I need to go get my banner ads designed. I got to model the message on them. I need to model the design. I need to model the sizes. So here's where I personally go. I go to a website called $20banners.com, and people always ask me how much banner ads cost over there, and they cost $20. All right, so I go to $20banners.com, and when I go there, I say, here is the banner ad of the site on funnel hacking. Can you make something similar? I give them $20, and they make a banner ad that's similar. Okay, again, notice I didn't copy anything, okay? For a couple reasons. One is unethical. Number two, if I show the exact same ad to the same websites, they're not going to run it for me, okay? So there's ethics and there's logic. So just don't be dumb, right? But I need to make something similar. So they had a pretty girl, I make a pretty girl. They got a big old purple headline, I make a big old purple headline. They got little things that says, see these amazing tips, I add a little thing like that, right? So I modeled the look and the feel and the layout because they have proven that this market clicks on ads that look like that with a purple headline. So why wouldn't I copy it, right? So I model the banner ad design as well. And then I go back to the exact same websites that they're buying ads on, and guess what I do? You're right, I buy ads on those exact same websites as well. How many of you guys just had an aha moment right now? Yeah. I know when I first got started online, the big thing was Google AdWords, right? And I remember going in and trying to use them, and it was so confusing. I could never figure it out. Never did. And then after that, then came Google or SEO. That was like the next big thing. And so that was even more confusing. I'm trying to do H1 tags and backlinks and all these crazy things. It didn't make any sense to me. Luckily, a little while later, Facebook came out. And Facebook, honestly, I thought was a little bit easier, but it's still too confusing for me. I can never figure it out. Okay, this strategy right here, you guys, anybody can do. All you do is you find out the sites that all your competitors are buying ads on. You email the dude that owns the site and say, hey man, I see that you are selling ads to all my competitors. How much do you charge for banner ads? He emails you back and says, hey, it's, whatever, $300 or $500, whatever he charges you. You then PayPal him the money, email him your banner ad, and boom, that fast, your ad is on the exact same websites as your competitors, and a percentage of every single visitor that was going to your competitors' funnels are now coming to yours instead. Okay, now I got a question for you guys. Now, if you followed this funnel hacks process the way I've kind of laid out, and you've modeled something that works, right? We found the Venus factor, something kind of like that, something that we know works in our market, okay, and we model it. Then we go back and find exactly where those people are getting their leads from, and their customers and their traffic, and we create a similar ad, and we go to the exact same website, and we model that process. Okay, and again, we're not copying anything. I'm not copying their product. I'm not copying their sales funnel, but I'm modeling the process, what they're doing, right? They've proven a lot of things. They've proven the price point. They've proven the layout. They've proven things that we're just going to model. And I go back to the exact same websites that they're making their money from, and I buy ads that look similar on those ads, on the sites. Do you think you could have similar results to them? All right, now, as we know, Venus Factor is making like, what, 100 grand a day? Now, for me, that's kind of outside of my realm of possibilities, right? So let's just say, like, I don't think I can make 100 grand a day, but let's say I come in here, I try to do something similar, and I totally screw it up. And I only make 10% of what Venus Factor does, right? I'm curious, how much would an extra $10,000 a day, like, how would that change your life right now? Yeah, it's a lot of money, right? 10 grand, that's over $3 million a year. That's a lot of money, right? So maybe that's too much for you to believe right now as well. So let's just say you come in and you build something similar, you go to the same sites, you funnel hack them the correct way, and you totally screwed up, and you only get 10% of their 10%, okay? And you only make $1,000 a day. Would $1,000 a day change the quality of your life right now? Yeah, extra 30 grand a month? Yeah, that's pretty amazing, right? Now let's say you don't even believe that, right? Let's just say you only get 10% of the 10% of the 10%, and you only make an extra $100 a day. What would you do an extra $100 a day? That's $3,000 a month. That cover your mortgage? That cover your car payments and student loans? You don't have to be perfect, you guys, to have this work for you. Okay? Are you guys getting this? Do you guys get why this funnel hacks process and ClickFunnels is so powerful? Do you get why I'm so excited to share this stuff with you guys? Okay? It's because it works. I'm seeing it transforms people's lives every single day. And I know it can do the exact same thing for you and for your company as well. All right, now I want to recap the 3 secrets of funnel hacking. Secret number 1, I showed you guys how to ethically steal over $1 million worth of funnel hacks from your competitors for under $100. That was pretty cool, right? Then secret number 2 is after you have those funnel hacks, I then showed you how to clone their proven funnel inside of ClickFunnels in less than 10 minutes. And after that funnel is completed, then you just go back and I showed you guys how to get the exact same customers who are currently going to your competitors' funnels start coming to your funnels instead. Okay, so we've been on now for a little over an hour, 20 minutes so far. So we're doing awesome on time. So I had a really quick question for you guys though. Okay, during this hour, we've covered a lot of stuff, am I right? And I've tried to give you as much value as possible in as short a period of time as we've had. And I'm curious, how many of you guys feel a little bit like this? Okay, this is like one of my favorite pictures. I remember I was speaking at an event one time and I got off stage and this little man ran up to me and he was so excited and he was going crazy. He said, "Russell, that was amazing." He said, "But I felt like I had a fire hose in my mouth for the last 60 minutes. And so when I saw this picture a couple of weeks later, it made me laugh. And I thought, you know what? This is probably how people feel after hearing me speak for an hour. So I apologize for that. But hopefully you guys see why why I'm so excited and why I'm so passionate. Like I want to make sure you guys have all the tools and everything you need to be successful. Now with that said, I realize that we have a finite period of time. And I know that a lot of you guys would probably like to take this concept and really take it to the next level. Am I right? How many of you guys want to take this concept and implement it and be able to have tons of success in your companies? All right, I think almost everyone. So what I want to do then is I want to ask you guys permission for something real quick. I put together a really cool package called Funnel Hacking that's going to help you guys to take these concepts and implement them in your company and have a ton of success. I'm also going to give you guys a way to get ClickFunnels for free and a bunch of other cool stuff. And I'm just curious, are you guys okay if I spend maybe 10 or 15 minutes really quick going over everything that's inside the Funnel Hacks package so you guys can make a really good educated decision? All right, awesome. Cool, thanks you guys, I appreciate that. I never like to assume that that's okay for me to make a special offer for you, so that's why I like to ask permission first. But with that said, I did make this special offer because it's something that is going to take you guys kind of where we've left off today, right? I've given you guys the overall concepts. You understand how this funnel hacking process works now, right? So now I just need to give you guys the tools so you can go and implement them quickly. So I'm going to do a bunch of really cool things. So this is what's going to happen. When you invest in the Funnel Hacks package today, I'm going to do a bunch of cool things. The first thing you're going to get, and this is going to be your favorite thing of the whole thing, is I'm going to give you guys access to the entire Edison software suite for free for the next 6 months. How many of you guys would love to use ClickFunnels for free for the next 6 months? All right, looks like most of you guys like it for free. Cool. So when you invest in Funnel Hacks today, you will get ClickFunnels. Well, actually, I'm going to give you the enterprise level account to ClickFunnels. That's our top level account for free for 6 full months. But not only that, I'm also going to give you access to Backpack. That's our affiliate platform. So now you can run your very own affiliate programs for free for the next 6 months. And I'm also going to give you guys, and this is kind of the gold gem here, I'm going to give you guys Actionetics for free for the next 6 months. How many of you guys would love to use Actionetics for free for the next 6 months? You guys are going crazy. That's good. Okay, you guys saw the power of ClickFunnels. You saw the power of Backpack. You've seen the power of Actionetics. And I want to make sure you guys are successful. And you can't do this funnel hacking process successfully without those, right? And so I'm going to give you guys accounts to the software, to our enterprise level of account to ClickFunnels, which gives you Backpack and Actionetics. I'm going to give you guys that for free for the next 6 months when you invest in funnel hacking today. Does that get you guys excited? All right, cool. Now you got no excuses, right? You got all the tools. Now you just got to go and implement them, okay? So again, when you invest in Funnel Hacks, you'll get ClickFunnels enterprise level account, which gives you Backpack and Actionetics for free, okay? Now what our enterprise members get, level members get inside their account is they can create up to 70 different sales funnels. They can have 20,000 contacts. They can have 100,000 monthly visitors and a whole bunch more, okay? But the coolest thing is that as soon as you're an enterprise level member inside of ClickFunnels, you're gonna be able to do a bunch of stuff. Okay, you can create opt-in funnels where you can build a list and you can, start generating leads. You can create a sales funnel to sell your products, have one-click upsells and downsells and more. You'll be able to create webinar funnels just like the one you went through to get on this webinar today. You'll be able to create automated webinar funnels, product launch funnels, membership funnels, and a whole bunch more. Okay, now not only are you gonna be able to get a bunch of cool stuff, right? The other side of this, and this is probably one of my favorite things, we did a survey and the average ClickFunnels member saves over $1,000 a month the second they get their ClickFunnels account. Okay, $1,000 a month. That's over $12,000 a year. That the average, and that's not. We have some people who save hundreds of thousands of dollars a year by using ClickFunnels, but the average is over $1,000 per month. Is that crazy? So what that means is the second you get your ClickFunnels account and you unlock Backpack and Actionetics, you get the entire thing in there. You're gonna be able to get rid of a lot of stuff. Okay. First thing you do is you can get rid of your landing page software. Okay, I'm sure you guys are familiar with some of our competitors. It's insane to me. They have landing page software that you can't edit the page. You can change a headline and change an image, but you can't move things. It doesn't do funnels, it just says pages. Like, that's it. And they charge the same monthly fees that we do. It's insane. And so you can literally get rid of all your landing page software. You can cancel it. You can delete them. You can get rid of those. You can get rid of your split testing software, okay? We do all of our split testing inside of ClickFunnels. You can cancel your split testing software. You can cancel your shopping cart, okay? ClickFunnels has a full CRM built in, so you can use that. Or if you have a shopping cart you love, right? Some of you guys love Infusionsoft, you love Ontraport, you love whatever it is, you can bring your favorite shopping cart, and we probably already integrate with it. Okay, you can get rid of all your email autoresponders. How much money would that save you? Okay, when I transitioned over to ActionX, I was spending over $6,000 a month on an email autoresponder. I was able to completely cancel that fee. $6,000 a month I was saving. Okay, that's like 3 employees, right? It was insane. So you can cancel your email autoresponders because you're going to have ActionX. Or if there's an email autoresponder you love, and some of you guys have services you love, you can bring it, and we probably already integrate with it, so you can use it as well. You can also, I'm guessing most of you guys probably don't even have a text message autoresponder, but ActionX will do that for you. So if you don't have one, you've got one, and if you do have one, you can cancel it. You can cancel your automated webinar software. You can cancel your affiliate software. You can cancel your membership site software. You can delete Photoshop off of your computer. No more designing websites. You can get rid of WordPress. Just delete it. That thing is a nightmare. You can cancel your website hosting. I was spending over $3,000 a month in website hosting before I transitioned to ClickFunnels, and now my website hosting is zero. So never pay for website hosting ever again. You can fire your programmers, fire your designers, fire your webmasters, and so much more. Okay, like I said, you guys, the average person saves over $1,000 a month by using ClickFunnels. Is that insane? If you guys are in business or you want to be in business, you cannot live without this tool, as you can see. It just is going to cost you too much. In fact, check this out. Someone the other day said, well, Russell, what if I don't get this offer? Like, what do I have to do instead to be successful? I'm like, okay, well, there's a lot. Like, let's say you want just ClickFunnels alone, right? Just the landing page software. You know, you could use like Lead Pages or Unbounce. I'm looking, we did the pricing. Like, if you were to use Lead Pages for 6 months, it costs you $1,194. Okay? And it all does is pages. You can't even move things around on them. Same thing with Unbounce. Okay? It's insane. And you guys get ClickFunnels for free for 6 months. So either you can go pay one of these companies almost $1,200 and have a tool that doesn't even let you create funnels, or you can have ClickFunnels. Okay. Now that's just the beginning of it. Now let's just say you move over to like what ActionX does. Okay. ActionX does all the things that Infusionsoft does. So I was looking at this, like if you have Infusionsoft for 6 months, it's going to cost you $3,500, and that's if you only have 20,000 contacts. Okay. If your list gets any bigger than that, the price dramatically goes up from there. Okay, so you can choose Infusionsoft. There's an extra, almost $4,000, or Ontraport, you're almost $4,000. If you use HubSpot, it's almost $15,000, and that's only 10,000 contacts. Is that crazy, you guys? Okay, or if, let's just say you don't want to use all the shopping cart and everything, just the autoresponder part inside of ActionX. Aweber, if you got just 20,000 contacts, that's almost $1,000 a month. MailChimp, you're at $3,000. ActiveCampaign, you're paying $12,000 over 6 months for the exact same thing you get for free inside of ActionX. Okay, it's just nuts, right? I want you guys to see this as an irresistible offer. Now let's just say you want to run an affiliate program, okay? And again, if you get Backpack, which you guys get for free for the next 6 months, if you use Has Offers, it's almost $5,000 over the next 6 months. Lead Dinos, about $500. And so, yes, you can definitely do this in other ways. You can glue together a whole bunch of software programs that kind of do a tiny percentage of what ClickFunnels does, or you can get the Funnel Hacks package I'm giving you guys today, and for 6 months you can use ClickFunnels, ActionX, and Backpack for free, and you can get rid of all these other costs. Is that amazing? Like, it's almost just so crazy. I can't even fathom why anyone wouldn't want to do this, right? All right. Now some of you guys are saying, Russell, this is awesome, but what if I already have a ClickFunnels account? I want all the other stuff and I want it for free. What do I do? Okay, don't worry. If you're already a faithful ClickFunnels member, we love you and we want to take care of you. So what we're going to do is when you invest in Funnel Hacks today, what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade your account to the full Edison suite. So that'll give you Backpack, ActionX, and ClickFunnels. It'll give you the enterprise level, so that'll push out your billing for 6 full months. So for 6 full months, you're not going to get a single bill from us. Is that awesome? And you can use ClickFunnels, Backpack, and ActionX to your heart's content. Okay? And some of you guys are saying, Russell, that's cool, but what happens after 6 months? Do you jack up the fees and charge me a fortune? No, we don't do that. Like, that would just be a horrible thing. So what happens is in 6 months from now, you log in your account, you look at where you're at, and you're like, hey, it makes a lot of sense for me to be at this level. Or am I using all these other tools? Maybe I should be at this level. And you can choose in 6 months what level makes the most sense for you. Okay? But I really want to stress that you shouldn't be making decisions like that today, because we have no idea where your business is going to be at in 6 months from now. Am I right? Okay, we have no idea. And so, if you'd have told me 6 months ago or a year ago that I'd have a supplement making almost 20 grand a day, I wouldn't have believed you. Okay, and so I don't want to put those kind of restrictions on you today. I'm just going to unlock it, give you access to all 3 of the most powerful tools on earth, and you guys can use them for 6 months. And 6 months from now, you decide what makes sense for you at that point. Is that more than fair? All right, cool. All right, so what you're gonna get a 6-month enterprise account to ClickFunnels, a $3,564 value. Is it okay if I over deliver, you guys? All right, cool. I'm gonna keep on going then. The second thing I'm gonna give you guys is our 6-week Funnel Hacks Masterclass. Now, this masterclass will give you everything that you need to know to become successful at building sales funnels. Okay, now during the 6 weeks, we go through opt-in funnels, sales funnels, webinar funnels, automated webinar funnels, product launch funnels, membership funnels, and more. Now, the way these trainings work, the cool thing about it is when you first go in there, the first half of the training, we cover the strategy, right? Like what elements do you need, and as an entrepreneur, why should you be doing opt-in funnels or sales funnels, and what's the strategy behind them? So that's the first half of it. And then the second half of it, I open up ClickFunnels and I just build out these funnels. Okay, and so you can seriously like open up the training, open up your ClickFunnels account, and just do it at the exact same time I'm doing it, right? Look over my shoulder and just copy me. Okay, and that's the exciting thing about this. Now, what's cool is I do these trainings live a couple times throughout the year, and so depending on when you're seeing this, you can come in and let's say it's you know the next week you want to launch a membership funnel. You can log into some of the archive training and you can go watch that tonight, learn how to build a membership funnel, launch that by the weekend, and boom, be making money fast, right? So that's the kind of cool thing about this. And like I said, we do it live a couple times throughout the year, and so when the live ones come, you'll be able to jump on those and go through the live training as well. Is that awesome? Now, some of you guys may be looking at this saying, this is cool, Russell, but and ClickFunnels seems easy, but I'm super not techie. Like, it scares me to even want to log in, right? So I don't want to log in, and I get that. So if you're that kind of person who doesn't want to get their hands dirty at all, what you can do is you can bring your tech guy or your tech gal on these trainings, and I'll train them on how to use ClickFunnels for you. Is that cool? Some of you guys are thinking, that's cool, but I don't have a tech guy or a tech gal yet, Russell. What should I do? Well, if you don't have a tech guy, you don't have a tech gal yet, what I recommend doing is bring one of your kids on the training, and I will make them the most profitable employee in your entire company, okay? And I'm serious about that. I've got 5 kids. I've got twin boys who are 9, and I just trained my 9-year-old son on ClickFunnels. He's kind of obsessed with it. He's built out 9 different funnels right now, and he's making money selling donuts door to door. He's doing a whole bunch of other projects. He's doing all these things through ClickFunnels, right? And so if I can train my 9-year-old son to successfully build sales funnels for his own little businesses, I promise you I can teach your kids how to do this for you. Is that awesome, you guys? All right, cool. So that's the 6-week Funnel Hacks Masterclass. Now, I want to stress the importance of this because I'm sure you guys have heard about funnels. You kind of have a vague understanding, but as soon as you really get the psychology and the tools behind how it works, it becomes so powerful and so easy. You could literally start writing your own check inside of your own business, which is fun. Okay, now here's some examples of people who have gone through our Funnel Hacks training. The first is Liz Benny. She is one of my favorite people in the whole world. She lives down in New Zealand, and she had an offline business, and she wanted to come online, and that was kind of her goal. So she went through the Funnel Hacks training, and this is what she said. She said, with our new funnel, which is the webinar funnel, this month we got 35 new clients and $997 each. Now that we have the funnel perfected, we're on track to get 100 new clients this month. Now, I'm not that good at math, but 100 clients and $997 is pretty awesome. Don't you guys agree? Now, some of you guys may be thinking, well, that's awesome for Liz, but it's not going to happen for me. There's no way in a million years I'm going to make 100 grand in a month, right? But I promise you, if you had asked Liz that 4 or 5 months ago, say, hey, Liz, you think this is possible? She would have probably laughed at you too. Okay, so you can't discount it, you guys. When you follow the Funnel Hacks process, I have no idea where you could be at in 6 months from now. Okay, you could be like Liz, just crushing it. All right. Here's another one. This is Mike Stanzik. Now, when I met Mike, he was the greenest of the green newbies I'd ever met. He definitely didn't know what a sales funnel was, and he may not even know what a website was. No, I'm just joking. He probably did, but he had never heard of a sales funnel. He didn't know anything about internet marketing. He was brand new, right? But he took action. He got involved, and he said, "I've never had an actual funnel before ClickFunnels. I followed Russell's instructions. I set up a sales funnel, bought my first ad, and on my very first try, sold 8 people on my front end, and 2 people bought my $197 upsell." Is that cool? And some of you guys might be thinking, Russell, big whoop, he made $400. That's not that big of a success story, right? But I want to stress what he said right here. He said, on my first try. How many of you guys have been doing this internet marketing game for more than 6 months or more than a year or even longer? What would it have been worth to you to be successful on your first try? Okay? It happened to Mike because he followed the Funnel Hacks process. You guys getting this? Again, my goal is not for you to be successful in a year from now. I want you successful today. Okay? I'm tired of you guys waiting. I want you to be successful because that's how we all grow. All right? This is another one of my favorite people. His name's Simon Cryer. He lives down in Australia. And he said, I followed the Funnel Hack system. I found a funnel I liked, which happened to be one of my funnels. He modeled it. He funnel hacked it. And on my very first test, we doubled over on our ad spend. $1 in, $2 back out. Is that awesome? Now, I want to stress something, what he said here at the end. He said $1 in, $2 back out. Do you guys know what that means? Okay, a lot of people have never heard that concept before. And so this is the goal in Funnel Hacks. This is the goal when you build a funnel, okay? Where you put $1 in advertising in and you get $2 back out, right? It's like an ATM machine, okay? And it makes me laugh because every time I teach this stuff, someone comes up to me and says, Russell, my funnel's done. Like, what should be my advertising budget? And I always kind of smile at him and say, okay, well, if you follow the Funnel Hacks process, you do it right, and you build a funnel that works, where you put $1 in advertising in on Monday, and Tuesday you get $2 back out, kind of like an ATM machine. How much do you think your budget should be for advertising? They usually stop for a second. They think, said, well, if I put $1 in on Monday, I get $2 back out on Tuesday, I want to put in $1 million a day. I said, exactly. When you have a funnel that works, you do not have an advertising budget. Are you guys getting this? Okay, I tell the media buyers for NeuroCell before we sold that company, I said, spend as much money as you can. Please spend $1 million a day if possible, because every time you spend $1, I get $2 back out. Okay, that's the goal with your funnels, you guys. If you can get, not if, but when you get to that point, okay, the sky's the limit. That's when it gets really, really exciting. Okay, this is one more I want to show you. This is from Drew Canoli, and I kind of showed you a little bit about him earlier, but he's the owner of FitLife TV. They launched the Organifi funnel, and they've got just an amazing company doing some cool stuff. And he went through this funnel hacks process with me. He did it live, which is kind of unique, and he went through it. And I want you to hear in his own words what happened to him and his company, but I think almost more importantly, like how it's changed his customers' lives as well. So let's watch this really quick video.
Do you want to give you kind of your experience about the funnel stuff that I went through with you guys?
Absolutely. So, what was it? About 4 months ago, I bought the book, 108 Split Tests. And I was looking through this book, and I'm like, this book is just loaded with goodness. I'm like, in the back of my mind, being a visionary, you have all these ideas as entrepreneurs, right? Everybody in the room has 1,000 ideas. In my mind at the time, I was like, what if Russell could come here and help the FitLife TV team build our supplement funnel and the different things that we're creating? Because at the time, we were doing well, like Jamel said, over $1 million every year, but we wanted to 10x it and take it to the next level. So Brunson came out. He spent the entire day with us. He just blew our minds of the content that he was delivering, and we were in our conference room. We didn't even have a whiteboard in the conference room. Poor guy was drawing on the windows in this place, and he mapped out the entire strategy, the entire funnel for the product launch that we just put into play, and literally within 2 weeks. I mean, we 10x our business or more, and we have pre-orders coming in now that's essentially going to pay for all of our product for like the next year and a half. It's ridiculous. So I believe in it. I think it's absolutely amazing what he teaches, what he's telling you guys to do. It can radically transform your business if you just listen and follow with it instead of trying to be creative and putting your touch into it. Follow the pros that have been doing it for over a decade. And that's exactly what we did. And now we're not only making more money, but our mission and purpose here is to transform 10 million people this year. And we're well on our way to do that with physical products outside of just digital. So you're touching those lives through us, my man, and I want to appreciate you for that. That's awesome. Thanks.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right, isn't that awesome, you guys? Does that fire you up? Like, I just love it because every single time you put out a good funnel, you make some money, but in exchange, like, you're changing somebody's life with your product or your service. Okay, and I want to stress that not only does this work for supplement funnels like Drew, it works for coaching funnels, info product funnels, e-commerce funnel, network marketing funnels, affiliate funnels, funnels for real businesses. It works for all types of funnels and all types of businesses, okay? Now, some of you guys are saying, Russell, this is cool, but I don't have a product yet. I wish I could do this. I just don't have I have nothing to sell. Okay, now if that is you and that's going through your head right now, that is a limiting belief that's kept you where you're at right now. If you don't have a product today to sell, now, like, it's time to get one, okay? And so I want to do something that's going to make it so that excuse can never be an excuse for the rest of your life. It's going to completely shatter that and make it irrelevant, okay? So 2 things. First thing, if you don't have a product, don't worry, because the very first training inside of the members area, inside of Funnel Hacks members area, is opt-in funnels, okay? And I show you a very simple process that we use to build huge email lists and huge, just using nothing but opt-in funnels, okay? And in every situation when I do these, I don't have a product when I start doing them. Okay. In fact, I've got friends that make over $1 million a year just using opt-in funnels, and they don't have their own product. Okay. So if you don't have your own product, that cannot be an excuse anymore because you don't even need one. Okay. So that's number 1. Number 2, if you want a product, like let's say you have a message you want to share with the world, you want to get it out, or you want to create a supplement or whatever that thing is. We did a training inside for all the Funnel Hacks members teaching people a fast process to create products very, very quickly. How do we rapidly create products, right? And so we created that training and we launched it inside the members area. And after we did that, we had members literally building an entire product line out in a weekend, okay? So if you don't have a product yet, first off, use Opt-in Funnel. Second off, use the fast product creation training and you guys will have a product. So that can no longer ever be an excuse for you. Okay, does that sound fair? All right, cool. All right, so here's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get the 6-month enterprise account to ClickFunnels, the 6-week Funnel Hacks Masterclass, total value of $6,561. Okay, so what else do you guys need to be successful? I wanna make sure you have everything you need to be successful here. So you've got the funnel software, you've got the funnel training. What else do you guys need to be successful? Oh, how about more traffic? Okay, now I already shared with you guys one of my traffic hacks, which you thought was pretty cool, right? Most of you guys had a huge aha moment. Now, there are other ways I get traffic besides that into my sales funnels. And so I'm gonna give you guys access to everything that we're doing to get traffic into our sites. So I'm gonna give you access to a program called Instant Traffic Hacks. Now inside of Instant Traffic Hacks, I'm gonna share with you guys all of my solo ad hacks, all my media buying hacks, my Facebook hacks, my SEO, my social media hacks, my affiliate hacks, and a whole bunch more, okay? And in case that makes you nervous thinking, well, I'm not techie, I don't wanna learn all this stuff, I got good news for you. Neither am I, as you can tell from this training, right? Every one of our traffic training is broken down very simple with handouts, templates, and we just kind of show you exactly the simple process of how it works. Okay, that's how I teach, that's how we do things, and that's how you can do them as well. All right, does that sound awesome? Very cool. So here's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get the 6-month enterprise account to ClickFunnels, including Backpack and Actionetics. You're gonna get the 6-week Funnel Hacks Masterclass. You're gonna get Instant Traffic Hacks, a total value of $8,558. Now, what else do you guys need? You've got the funnel software, you've got the funnel training, you have traffic and leads coming into your funnels now. What else do you guys need to be successful? Oh, what about copy? Okay, I told you before, this sales funnel right here, the most expensive part was the sales letter. I spent $20,000 to get the sales letter done. I'm guessing for most of you guys, you probably don't have an extra 20 grand lying around, am I right? And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna help you guys hack this process as well, okay? After spending hundreds of thousands of dollars getting people to write sales letters, I thought there's gotta be a faster and an easier way, right? So what I did is I created a program called Inception Secrets. And what Inception Secrets is a very cool way to sell things to people without them feeling like they're being sold. And to do that, we tested insane amounts of scripts and testing, all sorts of stuff, and eventually came up with some very simple and easy to follow scripts that help to sell your products or services online. For example, one of the scripts we use is called the Star Story Solution, and this is kind of what it looks like. Check that out. Now, obviously, it doesn't make sense to you just kind of see it really quickly, but this is the template. And so I can plug in any product into this template, and I just follow the script, and when it's done, I have a video sales letter that will sell this product. Okay, it works like magic. But I'm not just gonna give you access to this script, I'm gonna give you access to all of the scripts we use inside of our company to cause inception inside of our customer's mind. So the Star Story Solution script, the upsell script, the perfect webinar script, our 2-step call center script, every single script we use, you guys will have access to as well inside of Inception Secrets. Cool? All right, so then there's one last thing I know you're gonna need, because the biggest complaint I get from people is they say, Russell, I'm going through all this stuff, I got all these leads coming into my funnels, they're building my list, Actionetics is amazing, but what do I send these people? I don't even know what to send out to them, right? So the last thing I'm gonna give you to help guarantee your success, to get you as close as I possibly can, is I'm gonna give you guys access to all my email sequences. And I got a really cool process we take people through, so they have email sequences that will make them money, but also make people think that they're cool, right? Last thing you want is to send out emails that annoy people and get them to want to unsubscribe. So we do this in the 3-step process. Step number 1 inside of the training is I help you identify who is your attractive character. This is the way that you're communicating with your audience. Okay, so that's step number 1. We define the attractive character. Step 2, then we help you build out a 5-day soap opera sequence. Okay, I'm gonna give you all the tools and templates to do that. And this 5-day sequence will help to build a relationship with your attractive character and the people joining your list. And after that, we transition to what we call our daily Seinfeld emails. Okay, and so in the training, I walk through that entire process. We give you the tools, the templates, everything you need, so you can have amazing email sequences to get people to fall in love with you and get them to want to buy over and over and over again. All right, so here's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get the 6-month account to ClickFunnels, ActionX, and Backpack for free. You can get the 6-week Funnel Hacks Masterclass, Instant Traffic Hacks, Inception Secrets, our soap opera Seinfeld secrets, a total value of $11,552. Okay, now obviously I'm not gonna charge you as $11,552, but I wanna ask you this question. Let's say that was the price for this funnel hack system. Okay, and I said, hey, you gotta pay me $11,552, and that's a lot of money, right? But I wanna ask you that, let's say you did pay that, and if all that the funnel hack system did with all the tools and the training and software I'm giving you guys was finally give you a funnel that was profitable, where you could put $1 in advertising in and get $2 back out, would it be worth $11,000? Heck yeah, it would be. Okay, $11,000 would be the cheapest funnel that I have ever built, right? I usually spend anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000 to build a single sales funnel. So $11,000 for that would totally be worth it. Okay, now if all this training did was help you to share your message with more people, to get it out, to help serve, to help change people's lives, would be worth an extra $11,000. Yeah, I spend way more than that every single month trying to get my message out to more people, right? Okay. Now, if all this training and all the software and all the system did was give you the ability to finally cancel all of the monthly tools you're currently using to glue together your sales funnels, okay, get rid of that confusion that's driving you crazy, you and your team, and give you guys everything under the roof of one roof where it's simple and it's easy and anybody can do it, would it be worth the $11,000? Heck yeah. Like I told you, the average ClickFunnels member saves over $1,000 a month. That's $12,000 a year you save. So would it be worth $11,000 to save 12 grand? Yeah, it would be. Okay, I do that deal all day long. All right, so when I was pricing this, I kind of had two different choices. My first option was go as cheap as humanly possible and try to sell as many of these things as I could. Now the problem with that is it didn't really incentivize me to stack on the value for you. Okay, so because of that, we decided to go with the second option that actually serves you a lot more. Okay, the second option here, it requires a little bit higher investment on your side, but the cool thing is that in exchange for that, I can devote more resources for my team to help guarantee your success. All right, and so I need to ask you guys a question. This is serious. If you had a funnel in your business that was making you money, how much do you think you would make off of one successful sales funnel? Not 5 or 10 or 20 or 27 like I've got, but just one funnel. How much do you think you'd make off of one funnel? Would you make an extra $5,000 a month? Extra $10,000 a month or more? Okay, once you get that number, what would one funnel actually make you, do you think? Okay, now that you have that number, let me ask you this. How much would you pay to get one perfect funnel? Okay, this funnel right here, it's gonna cost me $29,000. How many of you guys right now would give me $29,000 if I just gave you this funnel? Okay, got some yeses, got some nos. All right, cool. Well, I want to put this in perspective for you. So before we sold this company, and we sold it for a lot more than $29,000, before we sold this, it was making me, on average, $17,947 per day. Can you do the math on that? That's $500,000 a month or $6 million a year. So how many of you guys give me $29,000 if I gave you a business that's making $6 million a year? All right, changes the perspective, right? No longer is that a cost. Okay, it's an investment. That's the key I want you guys to understand. Okay, I will give someone $29,000 for $6 million every single day. Okay, that's the key here. So you can see why currently right now in my company, we have people who are paying us $100,000 to set up a sales funnel for them. Plus they then give me 10% of all the profits that funnel makes until I've been paid $1 million. Okay, and it makes sense, right? Because it's not a cost for them. It's an investment. Okay, if I gave you $10, would you give me $1 back? Heck yeah, you would. You do that deal every single day, right? And so that's the key here. And so that's why I want you guys to understand that this is a screaming deal at $5,000. And that was initially what we were going to price this at. And in the very near future, we're going to be upgrading this, and it's going to be costing $19.97 for the general public. But because you guys are here on this training webinar right now, because I really want and I need you guys to be successful, I want to do something that's just crazy. That, in fact, I've got friends and colleagues and actually existing ClickFunnels members who are like, why are you doing this? But I want to make sure you guys are successful. And so what we're going to do is we're going to give you guys everything talked about here and a whole bunch more for just one single payment of $997 today. Okay, now to get that special offer, you got to go right now, open up a separate browser window, Google Chrome or whatever it is, and go to clickfunnels.com/go. Now I need to put this in perspective for you real quick. If you were to go to ClickFunnels right now and try to order the Edison Suite for 6 full months, just to go there, if you went there right now, it's $297 per month. Okay, and you guys get that entire account for free for the next 6 months. Okay, so right now, basically, you've got two choices. All right, option number one, you've gone through this training, you understand it. I think your eyes have been open to the possibilities. And the first option is you can do nothing and not take this leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free. Okay, but the problem is I know that if you don't do anything today, the stuff you learn today is not going to really matter, is it? And so your second option, which is way more powerful and way more in line with what you need to do to be successful, is that all you got to do is pony up this tiny little investment today compared to all the value that you're going to get in return. Just give it a shot. Just see if the process I'm talking about, if it's going to work for you. Okay. Now the cool thing about this is I've got a philosophy here in my company that if I can't make you money, then I don't deserve yours. right? Which makes total sense, right? So because of that, what we did is we created an ironclad 30-day money-back guarantee, and this is what it means. It means you can sign up today, log into Funnel Hacks, go through all the training modules, learn it, apply it, make as much money as possible. Go into ClickFunnels, build funnels for yourself, build funnels for clients, do whatever you want. Use Backpack, use ActionX, do a huge product launch, make as much money as possible. And at the end of 30 days, then you have to decide if you want to use it or not. Okay, but you don't have to make that decision today. So sign up today, and if you don't like it for any reason, I don't care if it's 29 days, 23 hours, and 59 minutes from right now, just let us know. If it's not for you, we're going to give you your money back. Okay, but the choice you got to make right now is not, is this going to work? Is it not going to work? The only choice you got to make right now is, do you think this is going to help you to get your message out to more people? If the answer is yes, then you have to get started right now and just test it out. Just try it. Just see if what me and what everybody's talking about, if it's true. And I promise you guys, after you see that and you experience it, you're going to know that it is. All right? So the real question for you is this. Is it worth gambling just a few minutes of your time to check this out, which even if it only does half of what I've claimed on today's training, will literally pay for itself the second your very first funnel is live. All right, you guys getting this? Okay, so here's what you're going to get. You're going to get the entire Edison suite. So ClickFunnels, ActionX, and Backpack for free for 6 full months. Then you're going to get the 6-week Funnel Hacks Masterclass, our instant traffic hacks, Inception secrets, our soap opera Seinfeld secrets, a total value of $11,552. And then I got one last bonus, you guys. And this is not for everyone. And so there's obviously, as you can see, there's a lot of people who are on this training right now. And so this is only for the first 50. We've got a lot, 10x, a lot more than 10x that on. So this is not going to be available for everyone. And I promise you guys, every time I've ever made an offer similar to this, the next morning or later on that night, I get people calling me and they're upset and they're frustrated because they missed out on it. And so if you're serious about this, I wouldn't even wait for me to tell you the bonus, because I promise you guys it's going to blow your mind. But I would open up a new browser window, go to clickfunnels.com/go and get started, because it's going to be amazing. I promise you that. But for those who are on the edge thinking, let me give you this, but again, it's only for the first 50. So the second you know this is for you, you need to run, because these will go very, very quickly. So here is what the bonus is. I told you before that our enterprise members, inside their account, they can create up to 70 funnels. They get 20,000 contacts. They have 100,000 monthly visitors and more. But what I'm going to do today for you guys is something that's it's special, and it's going to be amazing for the first 50. For the first 50 people and the first 50 people only, what we're going to do is not just going to double how many funnels you get inside your account. I'm going to give you unlimited funnels. Okay, this is huge. That means you could create 1,000, 1,000,000 funnels if you want. You can create funnels for every single person on your street, and you can sell them for 10, 15, 20 grand and keep all the money, because you can create unlimited funnels. Is that awesome? All right, the second thing is, I'm not just going to double how many contacts in your account. I'm going to give you 100,000 unique contacts. Okay, now if you were to go to something like Infusionsoft for that, you're looking at a couple grand a month for 100,000 unique contacts. Inside of ClickFunnels and ActionX, you guys will have that, plus all the power behind ActionX for 100,000 unique contacts. Is that amazing? For free. All right. Now I'm going to double much traffic. I'm going to give you guys unlimited bandwidth, so you could send 1 million people a day to your ClickFunnels funnels, and it's not going to cost you anymore. I dare you to go back to your current web host and say, hey, if I send 1 million visitors a day, what's my web hosting bill going to be? Okay, they're going to tell you it's going to be 5, 10, 15 grand a month. Okay, but we're going to eat those costs for you, but not for everyone, just for the first 50 people. Okay, also you're going to have access to my priority support guys. They will have your back. That means, let's say it's 3 o'clock in the morning, you're trying to get Aweber to work with your funnel and you're confused, you can't figure out, you message my guys, they'll see you're a Funnel Hacks member, they'll see you were one of the top 50 people, and what they will do is, a lot of times they'll just log into your account and do it for you. Okay, they do that stuff all the time for our top tier people, and that's the kind of support you guys have. You'll find out from our community when you get involved just how amazing our support guys are. They are the best support on the planet, and my best guys will have your back if you are in the top 50. The total value for this, again, is priceless. But this, and I'm already watching sales come in, so these are almost gone already, this bonus. This is my unlimited bonus, and so when it's gone, and it's time, you guys, for those of you guys who know you want this, right here. How many of you guys want this? Who wants unlimited funnels? Who wants 100,000 unique contacts? Who wants unlimited traffic? Okay, if you guys want this, you got to go now. You cannot wait, because these are going, like, your fellow listeners right now are buying these things like crazy, and you're going to miss out on it if you don't go now. So what you need to do is you need to open up a new browser window, go to Google Chrome or whatever it is you use, and go to clickfunnels.com/go. Do you guys see the link right there? Now, when you go there, you're going to see a couple cool things, okay? Now, if you are already a ClickFunnels member, you're going to see kind of something that looks like this on the left-hand page. It's going to say, hey, you're already a ClickFunnels member. This is the card we have on file. Is this the card you want to use? You're going to say, yes, it is. you click on the upgrade my account button. What's going to happen is they're going to upgrade your account. So they'll upgrade you to the enterprise level. They're going to unlock Backpack, unlock Actionetics. They're going to unlock funnel hacking. Those things will all be unlocked, and they're going to push out your billing for 6 full months. So for 6 full months, you're not going to spend a penny extra with us. Is that awesome? Okay, now some of you guys don't have ClickFunnels accounts yet, right? So if you don't have a ClickFunnels account, you're going to see something like this. And the first step is going to say, hey, create your ClickFunnels account. So you create your ClickFunnels account. You'll put in your credit card. It's going to bill you one time $997. It's going to unlock Actionetics and Backpack, ClickFunnels, funnel hacking, everything we talked about today. It's going to upgrade you to our enterprise level. It's going to push out your billing for an entire 6 full months. And for 6 full months, you can go through all the training. You can play with the software. You can do whatever you want. And that's kind of what's going to happen. So right now, you got to open up a new browser window. Go to clickfunnels.com/go. And when you do that, again, you're going to see one of these 2 pages. Okay, so go there right now, you guys. Go to clickfunnels.com/go. Now, I got one last thing. This is not going to be for everyone, but for some of you guys who may, kind of sit in the line, you're trying to figure out if you can afford this or not. There's one more cool thing that we set up, and this is not for everyone, unfortunately. But PayPal, we did a deal with them where they will actually help finance this for some people. Okay, now they have some criteria, and I apologize for those who don't qualify for this because it's not my criteria, it's PayPal's. They said right now it only works for US-based customers and you're subject to a credit approval. So what happens is you'll go to clickfunnels.com/go, you choose the PayPal checkout option, and on the checkout option it's going to say, hey, would you like to finance this through PayPal? You say yes. What happens? They're doing an instant credit check, and if you qualify for that, they will give me the $997. It'll unlock this entire thing inside of your account, and then you don't pay anything to PayPal, no payments, no interest for 6 full months. Is that awesome? So for 6 full months, you can go out there and you can build funnels. You can go and sell funnels to other people. You can go and whatever you want to do, you can use it all for 6 full months with no interest and no payments. Okay, we had someone a little while ago who was unfortunately not in a spot where he could afford this. He did the PayPal financing option. He got PayPal to finance. He then went through the entire Funnel Hacks training, became obsessed with it. He went out and started knocking doors in his local area. He found somebody who wanted a funnel built. He built the funnel for the person for over $10,000. He took 1/10 of that money, paid off PayPal, and kept the other $9,000. And since then, he's been off to the races. Okay, and so that's what this gives you guys. It gives you guys some time. It gives you guys the ability to not have to pay today, but pay in 6 months from now, and go out there and use the tools, use the training, use what I'm talking about to make insane amounts of money, and then whenever it makes sense, pay it back. Is that more than fair? Cool. So that's an option again, and I apologize, it's only for US-based customers, and you got to pass PayPal's credit approval. But if that's something for you, all you got to do right now is again open up another browser window, go to clickfunnels.com/go, and choose the PayPal option during the checkout. Is that exciting? All right, you guys. So I got one last thing for you. And this is the last recap, okay? So again, when you guys get started today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give you a 6-month enterprise account to ClickFunnels. That means we're gonna unlock ClickFunnels, Backpack, and Actionetics. You'll get our entire software suite for free for 6 full months to be able to use and play with and have a ton of fun. You're gonna get access to the 6-week Funnel Hacks Masterclass, Instant Traffic Hacks, Inception Secrets, our Soap Opera Seinfeld Secrets, a total value of $11,552. And if you're one of the first 50 people, which I have no idea if there's even any spots even still available, they're coming in fast. I'm looking through the window and my team's like going nuts right now. So there may or may not be spots in the top 50. I have no idea. But if you want the unlimited bonus, I recommend does not wait and just run as fast as you can and go to clickfunnels.com/go right now. Open up a new browser window, and again, you're going to get all the Funnel Hacks training bonuses I talked about before. You're going to get ClickFunnels, you can get Backpack, you can get Actionetics for one single payment today of $997. Is that amazing, you guys? So I don't know how I can make a more irresistible offer than this. I'm trying to make this such a no-brainer that you realize my company, my business cannot survive without this. Okay, and I know for me, my business can. Like, this is what runs the entire backbone of all of my companies. We do over 8 figures a year, and it's 100% run through ClickFunnels, Backpack, and Actionetics. Okay, I could show you every single person, like every marketer almost in every single market is starting to come to us and they're migrating their entire businesses over to us. I tell people all the time, it's not a matter of like if I'm going to use ClickFunnels or not. It's the only thing it is when am I going to use ClickFunnels? Okay, we got over 10,000 entrepreneurs using us right now, and that number is growing every single day. On average, we get between 300 and 400 new signups a day from entrepreneurs just like you, and none of them are getting the special offer you guys get right now. Okay, I need to stress that and help you guys understand that. Okay, so it's not a case of like if I'm going to use ClickFunnels and I got to decide. It's just a matter of when. And if you guys wait till tomorrow, if you wait for 6 months from now, wait for a year from now, all the money you could have been making in that interim is gone. Like, you can't get that back, right? It's gone forever. But the other thing is that when you do sign up in the future, if you wait, okay, you're going to get a ClickFunnels account, and maybe you'll get Backpack and Action X. You're going to spend a lot more for it, and you don't get funnel hacks. All this special offer is available today. It's available right here. I like to reward people who take action. So if you want all these other bonuses, like, this is the time to get it, because tomorrow's probably not going to be here. All right, and especially the unlimited bonus. I mean, I have no idea how long that's going to last for. My guess is not very long. Okay, so if you guys get this and you're looking and saying, "Wow, I'm in," it makes total sense. Now is the time to get started. Open up another browser window. Go to clickfunnels.com/go, and when you go there, again, you got to go and create your account. And when you do that, you're gonna be logged in the members area, and you have access to everything we talked about. Now, I'm going to go through, and I got my team answering Q&A right now in the chat, so hopefully most of your questions are being answered as we go. I'm going to try to answer a bunch of them right now. I don't have a ton of time, but I'm going to try to answer them here while the countdown clock is going down. If for some reason your question doesn't get answered, or for some reason, and every single time I share something like this, there's always people who are like trying to get in the top 50 and their credit card's failing and they're freaking out. If there's any kind of issues or questions or whatever, you see right here on the bottom of the screen, I have our support email address. Can you see that? To support@clickfunnels.com. If you just email them, they're nice people. I pay them a lot of money, and we got, again, the best support team on planet. Or just email them, say, hey, I signed up, I got involved, and for some reason, funnel hacks didn't show up in my members area. Russell, can you turn that? Can you turn that on? And they can turn it on really, really quickly. Or maybe you got in, and you're not sure if you have the unlimited account, whatever that is. Just let them know, and they can help take care of you in almost every situation. If your credit card's failing, they'll be able to see in the logs that you tried to get in during the top 50, and they will hold that spot for you as well. But you got to email them, otherwise they're not going to know. Okay, so if any issues come up that we're not able to answer right now, as I kind of doing Q&A with you guys, again, email support@clickfunnels.com. Cool. All right, so I've seen already some questions come in. Someone's asking how I'm in. How do I know if I have the unlimited account? So the way you can tell if you have the unlimited account, when you log in, there's a spot that says how many funnels you have. And it should say 999, a whole bunch of nines across. That means you got the unlimited account. It's like 99.999 billion or something, right? So if you got a whole bunch of nines, that means you got the unlimited account. It means you're in the top 50, which means congratulations, welcome inside. You have just begun the first step of your journey that is, it's gonna change your life. Every time I share this with somebody, I get more and more excited, because typically does it not only change their life, right? It's not just like, hey, my life's getting better, but now they're able to go and touch and serve and help more people. Okay, I'm guessing that there's probably a couple reasons why you got in business, right? One was to make money, I'm guessing, and these tools will help you to do that. But the second thing is you're trying to get something out, some product, some service, something out there to help change the world in your little way. Am I right? And that's what makes me so passionate about this, is I know that these tools, this training, it's going to help to get your message, the things that you're passionate about, out to more people, okay, and serve more people and change their lives. And that's really where we all win, okay? And so you guys, now is the time. I don't want you to delay anymore. I don't want you to miss out on these bonuses. I don't want you to miss out on the limited account. All you got to do right now is go to clickfunnels.com/go. Get started. Don't wait. The last thing you want to do is I got a question I'm waiting for the answer for, and so I'm going to wait to get that answer before I get started. Just get started. What are you waiting for? Get started. Go in there. Get your account set up. And then if you have a question, we'll answer it. We're not going anywhere, okay? I spend a lot of money on our support team. They are here to answer your questions, and so we're not going anywhere. So if you just have a question, we got to figure out, they'll help you figure that out. Don't stress out about that. But if you have questions that are keeping you from buying, please let us know, because I want to make sure that you guys have no excuses, because I know what this can do for you. I know I've seen it over and over and over again, and I know it's possible. So that's kind of the game plan. All right. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to take some Q&A from you guys for a little bit. And while I'm taking that Q&A, again, don't hesitate. Don't be polite. Don't wait for me or whatever. You guys have my permission right now to go and open up a separate browser. Go to Google Chrome or Firefox or whatever it is that you use. Open up a new tab so you don't lose this webinar, and go to clickfunnels.com/go and get started. Don't wait. Don't hesitate any longer. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna do some Q&As while we are sitting here. And I'll see, and again, hopefully I'll get as many questions answered as possible. If I'm not able to answer your question, just email us at support@clickfunnels.com, and someone from my team there can help answer as well. Okay, so let me dive into the questions. I got my team compiling questions for me and kind of posting them here, so I will try to get as many of them as I can. Like I said, my team's going to be answering them as well, so I will dive into these as close as I can. So first off, what if I already have an account, a ClickFunnels account? So if you already have an account, like I kind of mentioned, don't worry. What we're going to do is we'll take your account, we'll upgrade it to the enterprise level, we'll unlock Actionetics and Backpack and the Funnel Hacks training, everything. We'll push out your billing for an entire 6 months. So for 6 full months, you won't be billed anything. So that's kind of what you do. So all you gotta do right now is go to, open up a new browser window. And if you're already in your ClickFunnels account, just go to clickfunnels.com/go. And when you go there, then you're gonna get access to everything we talked about here. So that's all you gotta do. Good questions. Okay, next question. What other tools do I need? All right, well, that's the power of what we're talking about, is you don't really need other tools. You don't need, with ClickFunnels and Backpack and Actionetics, we've kind of given you everything that I personally use to run my business. Okay, and I've been doing this for a long time. I've gone through every single tool you can dream of. There's nothing else you really need. So this is a complete package, you guys. That's the goal here. In fact, you'll be able to cancel almost everything else you're using and just focus on the tools we're giving you. Those are the tools you need to be successful. Okay, so all you guys got to do, again, I want to stress, I don't want you guys missing out on the unlimited package. So go right now to clickfunnels.com/go. Get started. Don't let, again, your question keep you from getting access to everything. All right, I'll keep going through these as they're coming in. Do you have a payment plan? So no, we don't have a payment plan, and there's a couple of reasons for that. One of them, which is the main reason, is, as I showed you guys, if you go to clickfunnels.com right now to get the enterprise account and to get Backpacks and Actionetics and everything I'm trying to give you, it's $300 a month, right? So we've got tons and tons of people paying that, so it doesn't make a lot of sense for me to come and just go oh, hey, here's a payment plan when people are paying more than that right now just for the basic access. Okay, it's not fair to our other existing members, so we're not able to do that. So we don't have a payment plan. And one thing that I do want to stress for those who are nervous and maybe money's tight right now, and I get that. A couple things. First off, if you can use the PayPal financing option, use that, because that's even better than a payment plan, right? You got no payments for 6 full months, no interest, so use that. The other thing, and it's funny because this is something I've always kind of known, but I never really got this till I had somebody come up to me. It was actually when I was first getting started, and I wanted to buy something kind of like this. It was a little more money than this, and I messaged them. I'm like, hey, do you guys have a payment plan? And they told me no, but they said, but if you want, you should have Visa and MasterCard finance it for you. And I was like, oh yeah, how does that work? And they kind of laughed and said, well, you put it on your credit card, and then basically you just pay the minimum monthly payments on your credit card. I'm like, okay, well, that makes sense. They said, well, think about let's just say the $9.97 right now, right? If you put that on Visa or MasterCard, what's the minimum monthly payment on a $1,000 product? And I was like, I don't know, maybe $20, $30. And said, okay, so if you go through this training and you go and you've got 30 full days to go through it, right? And that's 30 days. At the end of 30 days, your minimum monthly payment is $30. Can you afford $30? I'm like, well, yeah, of course I can. It's okay. You pay the $30, and the next month you're going through, and by the time month number 2 is done, do you think you've made at least $30 from this investment? And I was like, well, hopefully I will. If not, there's other issues, right? It said, exactly. So month number 2, you've made at least $30 to cover the minimum monthly payment, and then every single month forward, it's just free to you. What you make will cover the minimum monthly payment, and you'll be fine. And I realized, I was like, wow. So for me, it's not now a $997 investment. It's letting Visa and MasterCard finance this for me, and I'm just paying the minimum monthly payment until I'm making enough money to cover that, which shouldn't take that long. In all honesty, that point forward is free. And so that's what I kind of wanted to stress for those of you guys who are wondering, you don't have to have a payment plan for me. You can finance it through Visa and MasterCard, and that's just kind of a cool trick. Now, obviously, it's something that makes sense, but I never thought of that until I heard that someone say it. I'm like, oh, that does make a lot of sense. So that's how I started kind of using that tool, and you guys can use it as well for a payment plan. So hope that helps. Next questions. I'm in, but I can't see funnel hacks. Okay, if you can't see funnel hacks yet, there should be when you first log into ClickFunnels, on the right hand side there's a button there, a logo that says funnel hacks, and if you click on that, it'll auto log you into the members area that has all the bonuses and everything we kind of talked about in there. And so if it's not there for some reason, just email our support team. It's support@clickfunnels.com, as you know, and if for some reason it's not there, they can get you access to that. So good question. And if for some reason you're not in yet, now is the time, you guys. I can't stress this enough. Open up a new browser window, go to clickfunnels.com/go, lock in your account before our first 50 slots are gone, and get rocking and rolling. Okay, if I buy, are there any upsells? Okay, guys, I don't have too much more to offer you. I'm giving you guys ClickFunnels for free. I'm giving you Actionetics for free, Backpack for free. I'm giving you my my 6-week masterclass, Instant Traffic Hacks, Inception Secrets, Soap Opera Seinfeld Secrets. I don't really have anything else to upsell you at this point, all right? So no, there's no upsells. Just go get started. This is everything you guys need to be successful. Okay, we built this in a way because I didn't want you guys having most of the pieces, then hopefully being able to figure it out. I want to give you everything that I currently use to build a sales funnel. Okay, so it's all there. So we made this in a complete package so you can go invest in $9.97 today, go to clickfunnels.com/go, and you have access to everything you need to be successful. Okay, so no, there are no upsells. You guys have it all. You've got what you need to be successful. There's no more excuses at this point, right? Am I one of the top 50? Okay, so I got a couple monitors here, and I can't count them right now because they're coming in really, really fast. It looks like, I have no idea. Okay, some of my team is shaking their head. I got a thumbs up. So thumbs up sign saying there's still time, I guess. I don't know. Apparently there's still, yes, I'm getting nod. Okay, yes, there's still time open, but I have no idea how many more because it's just everything's going too fast. Too many comments and questions are coming in, so I don't have time to count them. But yes, there are spots. So if you're waiting, like time to stop waiting. Now it's the time to get up off your chair. Do what every good entrepreneur has to become good at doing. Pull your wallet out of your pocket, pull the credit card out, make an investment in you and in your future and in your company and in the people's lives you want to change. Go to clickfunnels.com/go and lock in your spot in one of the top 50. A bunch of you guys are saying you're trying to get in and your credit cards have failed or whatever. If your credit card's failing and you can't get in, don't freak out. What I want you to do is just email support@clickfunnels.com. Let those guys know. They'll be able to see in the logs that you tried to get in. If you've tried to get in and you're in the top 50, we'll make sure we honor that bonus. I don't want to penalize you if Visa or MasterCard or someone kind of has an issue on their side. So we will make sure that try to put in the credit card, lock it in, and if it doesn't work for some reason, email support@clickfunnels.com. Say I want to be in the top 50 and let us know, and we'll make sure that we honor that for you guys. I don't want to penalize you obviously for that. Okay, who hosts the pages? All right, great question. So one thing I mentioned is that when you start using this, you can literally get rid of your website hosting, right? Cancel your hosting accounts because we host everything on our side. And so for the techie nerd people, we have a huge cloud-based thing that we do. We also use Cloudflare on the front ends to handle denial of service attacks and a bunch of other things. And so the hosting is rock solid. Your pages will be up and you'll be able to drive tons of traffic to it without any additional costs. As long as you're one of the top 50, you guys get the unlimited account, you get unlimited bandwidth and unlimited everything. And so we do host the pages. We do that now for over 10,000 other entrepreneurs, and that number's growing, and we very rarely have any issues at all. So we do host the pages so you can cancel your website hosting, save some more money, and they are rock solid. In fact, my tech guys are always working on how to get page load faster and faster and faster. Last week they made an update where right now I think the average page load was like 500 milliseconds, which is like that fast, and they got that cut down to like 1/100th of that, which is like so much a small number. I don't even know what that means. So yes, pages will load very, very fast, and which increases search rankings and everything else, which is kind of cool. So we do host the pages for you. Who owns the data? This is actually a good question that some of you guys may not even know about. There are some affiliate networks out there that when you send customers to them and they buy, they in their terms of service own your customers, and they sell them all sorts of other things. Okay, it's crazy. Like it should be illegal, I think, but there are people that do that. So it's very important for you to understand that when you have customers that come into ClickFunnels or subscribers, that's your data. You own them, not us. It'd be unethical and illegal for us to do that. So all the data is your data. Do not worry about that. I never share publicly anybody's funnels unless people give me an okay. So all the funnels you guys have seen in this training, some people said, yes, Russell, feel free to share my funnels, but I never would share anybody's funnels outside of that. It's very private, obviously, and so you own the data. It's your stuff. We do not share those things with anybody else. Good questions. Can I export my pages? Okay, so this is a good question. So the answer is kind of. We don't have a big button inside ClickFunnels to say, hey, click here to download your pages. And the reason is because we're not just a page builder, right? We're doing funnels. There's logic that goes from moving something from page to page to page. We've got split testing, we've got membership sites, we've got auto webinars, we got so much other stuff. And so by default, we don't just have a button where you can export your pages because for most people, they're just going to break, right? So we don't have that. But I know some of you guys like to have backups, or you're super good techie person. You want to build stuff in ClickFunnels, but then use whatever on the back end. And so we have a really cool ability inside of ClickFunnels that we did make where if you want to keep any page or store backup copies, if you just after you publish the page, you right click on it and you save as, it'll save all the pages. And my techie guys programmed it in a way where, again, it's over my head, but it's absolute URL. So all the images and pages and everything comes into a complete package. And so That way you can kind of export your pages, have backups, or if you want to then custom code things on top, you can do that. But the cool thing also is that inside of ClickFunnels, we give you the ability to do a lot of cool things. You can put custom CSS code or JavaScript and things and make the pages do almost anything you can dream of, which is kind of cool. So, but yes, that is the way you can export your pages if you need to for some reason. Do I need WordPress now? So it's a good question. I know a lot of people in the past used to use WordPress to try to build sales funnels. As you know, WordPress was built for blogging, right? And people tried to build plugins to make it so you could build sales funnels, and they kind of worked sometimes, right? I tried it before in the past, made these sales funnels that worked awesomely, and then all of a sudden WordPress made an update like they do every 5 seconds, and they all stopped working. And it was like 2 weeks for us to get them back up, and for 2 weeks, I didn't make any money. So please, please, please do not use WordPress for sales funnels because it's not what they were built to do. So that's number one. Number two, if you're blogging, you should definitely use WordPress, okay? ClickFunnels is not a blogging platform. We never will be. So if you're a blogger, use WordPress. That's a great thing for it, but it's not made for sales funnels. That's what ClickFunnels is made for, okay? Now, if you are a hardcore WordPress person, we do have a ClickFunnels WordPress plugin, so you can use our plugin, and then it'll basically, when you plug it in, you can click on a link, click on the drop-down menu. It'll show you all your pages you built inside of ClickFunnels. You click a button, and it'll pull that into your WordPress site. So for those who love WordPress, you can use them kind of hand-in-hand with ClickFunnels as well. So good question. Do I need an autoresponder? If you have an autoresponder company you love, then you can use that company. We integrate with most of the major autoresponder companies. So yeah, you can use that if you got one you love. But the reality is, after you guys try ActionEdX, and you guys got ActionEdX for free for the next 6 months, after you try it, you will never want to use another email autoresponder. Every other email autoresponder out there on earth, I call them dumb autoresponders. Like they take a list, they take a lead, they send them emails. That's it. Whereas you'll see inside ActionEdX, and it keeps getting better and better every single week. More things are coming inside ActionEdX. But basically, somebody comes, they join your list. We go out there, we pull all their social data and a whole bunch of other information. They come back in, and you can build different sequences based on who they are. And it's just, it's amazing. The email editor is second to none inside of ActionEdX. Like it's the best autoresponder I've ever used. And I can tell you, since in the 12 years that I've been in business, I think I've used 16 different autoresponder companies, and I don't like any of them. Like they've all been really, really bad for me, and I've tried all of them. I guarantee the one you're using right now, I've used it, and it doesn't even come close to what ActionEdX can do. So you don't need an email autoresponder. Again, if you love one, bring it, integrate it. But I'd recommend, now that you've got this for free, is ActionEdX is part of your package, just use that. It works so much better, and it's not going to cost you anything extra. And you got it for free for the next 6 months, which is awesome. All right. I can't afford the $997 right now. Okay, if you can't afford that, a couple things. First off, I understand that. I've been in that situation. I remember when I got started, I didn't have any money, let alone $997. So I get that. There's one thing I learned originally from Tony Robbins. He said that there's a lot of people come to in business and they have resource problems. I don't have the resources. I don't have the time, the money, the energy, whatever. And they have resource problems. He says the problem usually isn't they don't have the resources. It's that they're not resourceful enough. And the word resources and resourceful are very similar, but they're very different as well. Okay, so if you don't have the $997, you don't have the resources, you've got to become resourceful. Okay, so for me, when I got started in my business, I didn't have the resources, so I became resourceful. I found other people who believed in my dreams and believed in my ideas. And I said, hey, this is what I want to create. This is, I sat in this webinar with Russell. This is what it is, and I want to build funnels, but I can't afford that myself. Can I get a loan from you? And for me, I borrowed money from my dad. I went out there and I raked leaves to earn money. I did all sorts of stuff to get the capital I needed to launch my business. Okay, and so a lot of it's becoming resourceful. Now, some of you guys may say, "Well, I don't have time to get another job or whatever. Things are stressed out." I get that. So maybe look around and look at some business owners in your local area. How many of them could benefit from a funnel? Okay. Now, I've got some friends that own local businesses. They own real businesses, and most of these guys are paying $5 to $10 grand for a website. A horrible, broken website that doesn't do anything. Imagine which one of these guys and say, hey, how about this? For $1,000, I will build you out, not a website that does nothing for you, but an actual sales funnel that's going to make you a bunch of money. 9 times out of 10, someone's going to say yes to that. $1,000 is a fraction of what they're already paying for this kind of stuff. Take that money, get this package, or pay off your credit card from the package you just bought, build them out a sales funnel, and you're in business. Okay, I had a friend, he wanted to become a video guy. Like he had all this video equipment he wanted. So he made it on Amazon. He had an Amazon store where he had like $2,500 worth of video equipment he needed to be able to launch this new video company thing he wanted to do. But he didn't have the resources to do it. And so he had this friend who was, I think the guy was a dentist or something. And he kind of told him about funnels and what he was learning about and everything. And the guy's like, well, I want a funnel. How much does it cost? And my friend went back to him and said, how about this? He's like, most people are going to charge you $5,000 to $10,000 to build you out a sales funnel, but I'll do it for a lot less because I have some video equipment I need. In fact, here's my Amazon store or my Amazon whatever wish list. Here's all the stuff I want. He said, if you just buy this stuff for me and have it shipped to me, I'll do your funnel for free. And the guy got so excited, he went immediately in Amazon, bought the whole wish list, shipped it to my friend. He got $2,500 worth of camera equipment and lights and everything to launch his new company. He built this guy the sales funnel. And the funniest thing, he built the sales funnel out that night like in an hour. It was done, but he didn't want to send it to the guy because he didn't want the guy thinking like, wow, that only took you an hour. So he sat on it for like a week and then sent it to the guy and was like, hey, it's done. It took me a lot of time to do this. And the guy looked at him and went crazy. And he was just like, this is the coolest thing in the world. And like I said, it took my buddy an hour and he made got $2,500 worth of video equipment. And now he launched his business. Okay. So if you can't afford the $997, I get that, but you've got a resources problem. Okay. Now you are smart enough to be able to figure out an answer to that. Okay, you've got resources. You got to become resourceful. And there's a dozen ways. I can share story after story after story about how to do that, but it's up to you. Okay, how badly do you want this? How bad do you want success? Okay, if you want it bad enough, you can get it, but you got to be resourceful. Good questions. Do you offer support if we get stuck? So yes, like I mentioned before, we've got the best support team on planet Earth. In fact, a bunch of you guys are talking to them right now in the chat. You're seeing that. If you're getting stuck, you've probably emailed them. You might have already got an email back from them. We have the best support on planet Earth, and especially if you're a Funnel Hacks member, and especially if you're one of the top 50, they do offer support and they will help take care of you. So you guys, if you're on the fence right now, don't wait. Okay, I can't stress this enough. It's not if you're going to become a ClickFunnels member, it's when. And now is the best time because now you got the special offer that's not going to be here tomorrow. Okay, so all you got to do right now is go to clickfunnels.com/go. Get your account, get your ClickFunnels account, ActionX, and backpack for free for the next 6 months. And get the 6-week Funnel Hacks Masterclass, Instant Traffic Hacks, Inception Secrets, Soap Opera Seinfeld Secrets. I have no idea if there's still people left in the top 50, but if there is, lock that in so you get the unlimited account. You will know. Don't ask me, Russell, if I buy now I get the unlimited account. You'll know. Go in there, create your account, and if when you log in you see funnels 9999999, that means you have the unlimited account. So go right now, go to clickfunnels.com/go. Take the leap of faith, test it out. There's a 30-day guarantee, so if it doesn't work for you, we'll give you your money back, but you just got to take that leap of faith. Okay? Do this one thing, try it out and see what happens, and then in 30 days, you got 30 days to try it out. And if it doesn't work for you, we'll give it back. But just try. Like, that's it. Okay, 90% of this business is just trying. So now is the time for you guys just to try if you're stuck, if you're on the fence. I won the top 50. Like I said, I don't know. Like, if you're still waiting for that, like, this might not be the right thing for you. Maybe you're someone that can't take action in life, okay? If you're waiting and you're on the fence, like, now is the time. Go to clickfunnels.com/go. You'll find out if you're in the top 50, okay? You'll find out as soon as you log into your account, and you will see. All right, good questions. Can ClickFunnels do membership sites? Yes, we do membership sites. Super easy. In fact, I showed one during the demo. It's really easy to build out membership sites inside ClickFunnels. Good question. What's the difference between ClickFunnels and lead pages? All right, so lead pages make static pages. You can edit a headline, you can replace an image, but that's it. You're stuck with the template they give you, and that's it, right? And ClickFunnels does that, but you can edit things on template. You can move things around. You can do webinars. You can do sales funnels. We have a shopping cart. We got ActionX. We got back. I mean, it's so much more. I always tell people, I said, lead pages is kind of like a calculator. Like, it's awesome. It does math. It does addition, subtraction. It's really, really cool. Okay, but that's what lead pages is. It's like a calculator. So what's ClickFunnels? Well, ClickFunnels is kind of like an iPhone. Like, yeah, we have a calculator app, but we do a whole bunch of other stuff, and we do a lot better as well. Okay, so that's kind of that's the nice way to say the difference between us and lead pages. Will my website say ClickFunnels in the website URL? So when you first sign up, it's going to ask you for a subdomain. So you put in something like russell.clickfunnels.com, right? And if you do nothing by default, yes, your websites will say russell.clickfunnels.com/cool page, right? But it's very simple to go and set up a custom domain. So if you look at any of my sites, russellbrunson.com, .comsecrets.com, any of my sites, those are all ClickFunnels sites that I set up a custom domain. It takes about 5 or 6 minutes to get set up. And then nobody knows ClickFunnels even exists. We are hidden in the background. And so, you can do that really easily by using custom domains. And all the training on that is inside of the members area. And if you get stuck on that, our support team can help you as well. Questions. Are the pages mobile responsive? So yes, by default, we use, for the techie guys out there, all of our pages are built in something called Bootstrap. So by default, all the pages are mobile responsive, okay? So just the second you have a click, any page you create automatically work mobily. And then we took it a step further though, because sometimes, even when we're using Bootstrap, some pages just look kind of crappy when they shrink down. And so inside the ClickFunnels editor, you can go and you can hide any element mobile. So say in mobile, I only need these things showing, but in desktop, I want everything showing. So it's really easy to kind of pick and choose as well, which is awesome. What is the traffic website again? Oh, probably, I think you're talking about SimilarWeb.com. So SimilarWeb.com is the one I showed you guys earlier in the presentation, where you can type in a funnel that you want to funnel hack, and it'll show you all their traffic stats and banner ads and everything. So that's SimilarWeb.com. Good questions. Does ClickFunnels integrate with Infusionsoft, Entreport, Aweber, etc.? Okay, so yes, we do. We integrate with most of the major shopping carts, autoresponders, affiliate platforms, things like that. But for you guys, again, if you're using those already, you can come and plug them in. But my guess is for most of you guys, now that I'm giving you ClickFunnels and Backpack and ActionX for free for the next 6 months, you don't really need any of those other companies. But if you want to use them, you can definitely plug them in. But if not, we're giving you everything you need to be able to rock and roll just with our tool as it is. How does this compare to Kajabi? So Kajabi's kind of like, I'd say it was like first generation funnel builder, right? It's like the Model T car. It was one of the first ones that came out there, and yeah, it can drive around. That's kind of cool. But that was kind of, that was man, a few years ago. ClickFunnels is like the next generation, right? It's going from a rotary phone to the iPhone, right? And so it's just kind of taking that concept that they kind of developed a long time ago and really taking it to the next level. So in fact, we have a lot of members who initially were using Kajabi and then moved over just because it's so much easier and more simple to use ClickFunnels. So good questions. Can ClickFunnels do tracking, Google Analytics, retargeting? Okay, so yes. So by default, we've got the cool thing about ClickFunnels in the page. You'll be able to see like in the funnel, like what happens, how many people hit page 1, then page 2, then page 3, and you can kind of see the conversion page by page in the funnel. You can also set up split testing super easy inside ClickFunnels. So those things are there. But also on every single page or funnel wide, you can add Google Analytics code and retargeting pixels and things like that very, very easily. So you can use the internal ClickFunnels tracking platforms, or if you want to do your own, something else you like as well, you can do that as well. So good questions. Will this work for my business? Okay, this one always makes me laugh, and this is probably the last question I'll end out on today. And the answer is, if you have a business that would benefit from customers, leads, then yes, it'll work for you. If you have a business that generates that could that you need money, that you are selling things, then yes, it works for you. Okay, which pretty much categorizes every business out there. So the answer is yes. Okay. Again, 10 years ago when I got started, people used to ask me like, do my business need a website? And the answer, as we know now, of course, is a yes. And that's where we are now with funnels. Like, it'll be not too far in the near future when people realize that I can't do business without a sales funnel. Like, that's where things are going. And it's funny. One of my friends, Trey Llewellyn, one of our avid ClickFunnels members, he said that right now we're living in the funnel bubble. Like, this is this thing that nobody else knows about right now, and it's like this thing that's growing, and those who are embracing it, who are running with it, are making so much money. And I don't know how long it's going to last, but right now we are in the middle of that. And if you understand that, and you capitalize it, and you just grab it and run with it, you will be amazed what will happen to you next year, 5 years, 10 years, and beyond. And so, will this work for your business? The answer is yes. In fact, it's the most important thing on earth for your business as far as I'm concerned. So I hope that helps you guys. Again, right now is the time to get started. All you got to do is go to clickfunnels.com/go. We are pretty much at the end of my time right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of mute my microphone, and we'll answer some Q&As for another minute or two, and then we'll end the training. But I hope you guys had an amazing time today. Thank you so much for hanging out. We've been on for, almost 2 hours now, which is exciting, and I appreciate you guys dedicating the time. I hope you learned a lot. I hope that your paradigm's been shifted. I hope you understand sales funnels and funnel hacking and how you guys can use this information in your business. Because when you understand that, that's the power. That's, if nothing else, that was my goal with you guys. If you're on the fence trying to think, should I do ClickFunnels, should I not? I would say once again is that it's not a matter if you're going to use ClickFunnels, it's when. Okay, your company needs it. Like, you can't live without it, and you may not understand that now, but as soon as you start using it, you will. And you'll ask, and people always tell me like, I don't know how I lived with it. I lived with my business without this, and you're going to feel that, and you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. And so the question is not if, it's when. And as long as you're going to do it, you might as well do it today, because right now, when you get signed up, you get 6 months of ClickFunnels and Backpack and ActionX for free. You get all the other training, all the bonuses. If you're still in the top 50, you get the unlimited account, like all this stuff you get. Whereas if you wait, those things disappear. Okay, you can come join ClickFunnels anytime you want. You can sign up for our 2-week trial and you can play with it, but you're going to miss out on everything else. Okay, and so I don't want you guys to miss out on that. So now is the time to take action. Open up another browser window, go to clickfunnels.com/go, get started, get involved, get into the training, get in the community, start using the tool, and I will see you guys inside the members area. I'll see you in the community, and I'm excited to see what you do with ClickFunnels, Backpack, and ActionNetics as a tool to help grow your company. Thanks again so much for being on training, you guys, and I will talk to you all again very, very soon.